Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoa, whoa! How was everybody's evening last night?
Good.
Amazing.
Anybody watch any basketball games?
For you.
Of course.
Oh, okay. Pretty good games on the television that we will talk about on today's lovely show. This is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us.
How you doing?
Doing well, Gilbert. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well.
Okay, feeling good, feeling good.
Feeling lovely.
It's a lovely day. We got Lexi Brown back with us.
Yay. Back
Damn.
to back. Back to back.
We got former Milwaukee Buck, Kenya Martin, back here on the couch.
Damn.
Damn. Damn.
Play through the box.
That was like a shot. I was there. That was like a cup of coffee.
Meaningful, though.
Actually, it was a shot of liquor. Actually,
Meaningful,
them
though.
games.
Former Milwaukee Bucks.
Impactful, forever left your mark on the city of Milwaukee and the five people there.
Not staying at the Fister.
And we got Mr. B, Mr. Bucks and Six, back in the building.
What up?
Was in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Came back to join us today. Know what time it is.
Brave man.
Very brave. You know, we're going to have some things to discuss, but here's what's cracking in the arena today. The Lakers stunned the Bucks in Milwaukee without LeBron. What does this win mean for them in their season? The Warriors got Klay back in the starting lineup and got a vintage performance in a much-needed win over the Heat. Kurt said Klay starting isn't permanent, but should it be? And the Big Three offered likely WNBA #1 pick Caitlin Clark $5 million to play in the league this season. Allegedly. Should Clark take the bag? That's a lot of, I like that graphic. It's a lot of bread.
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of bread, as the young kids say. But before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. If you have not done so already, download the app. Use promo code GIL. They will match your first deposit up to $100. You heard that right. If you download Underdog Fantasy right now and use promo code GIL, you get a $100 deposit match. And they're still giving away a free pick'em for everybody who signs up. So do it expeditiously. Get your bread right. And we do MostlyFans at the end of every show. You drop a good question in the chat with your Underdog Fantasy username, and we use that question on the show. We will give you a $50 bonus to your Underdog Fantasy account. You send us a video at mostlyfansgil@gmail.com, and we use that video on the show. You get a $100 bonus to your Underdog Fantasy account. Please keep those videos under 30 seconds, and you can watch the show with us here on YouTube, live every day at 11:30 a.m., 2:30 Pacific. We got audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. And we made the announcement yesterday, but just to remind you, we are hitting the streets. Gil's Arena is coming to Hollywood Sunday, April 14th. Gil's Arena will be hosting a live podcast in Hollywood at the El Rey Theater. Ticket information is coming soon. So start saving your checks, get your bread right, and make sure you pull up with us. Last game of the NBA season, April 14th on a Sunday.
14th on a Sunday.
We got a lot to get into today. We'll talk about some interesting news first that dropped.
On a Sunday during what time?
Think of what?
Evening time?
Evening, after all the games.
Oh, after all the games.
After all the games have been
perfect.
played.
Yeah.
You know, the Lakers have secured 6th seed.
Damn, Dame.
That's gonna be a hostile show.
Hostile territory. It's gonna be some hurt feelings, to say the least.
Not mine.
Damn. Mine.
My team's already in the playoffs.
Okay, well, for some. We got to talk about some interesting news that dropped today. The Big Three and NBA beef has been well documented, and now Ice Cube is trying to apply the pressure. On Wednesday, it was leaked that the Big Three made a $5 million offer to likely WNBA #1 overall pick Caitlin Clark to play in the league this season. It'd be 10 games, I believe 8 regular season games, 2 potential playoff games. After the news dropped, Ice Cube jumped on Twitter to confirm the report, saying the following: we intended the offer to remain private while Caitlin Clark plays for the championship, but I won't deny what's now already out there. Big Three made a historic offer to Caitlin Clark. Why wouldn't we? Caitlin is a generational athlete who can achieve tremendous success in the Big Three. So the deal's unprecedented. Only problem is the Big Three season and the WNBA season are at the same time. But the $5 million is way more than Clark and other WNBA rookies will make this season, with the current rookie salary for top draft picks at a little under $80,000 for the season. So Lexi, you're our resident expert on all things WNBA. What do you think about Ice Cube and the Big Three offering Caitlin Clark $5 million to play in their league?
Well, I have a lot of thoughts. But the first one is that TMZ, they put out the statement that he was going to give the contract to Caitlin Clark. But if you open the article and you see what he said was his reasoning, he wanted to provide more opportunities for WNBA players and provide opportunities to not go overseas. So you offered the contract to a player who's not yet even in the WNBA. Big Three does not happen during overseas season. So that doesn't make sense.
That's true.
And then you pretty much offended all of the European countries that open their doors to us, give us a lot of money, a lot of love, and a lot of experience by calling them dismal and dubious. And there are some very beautiful countries that we have the opportunity to go play in. So, I mean, if you're gonna say that it's for that, then stand on that. But I don't think I think he's trying to make a business decision, which he's a businessman, that makes sense. But to mask it in this, I want to uplift and support WNBA players and women athletes is kind of a cop-out, I think. And I don't think it really makes any sense.
Gil, Kenyon, you both have played in the Big Three. Were you guys making anywhere near the $5 million that was offered to Caitlin Clark?
No.
Man, that shit was something to get out the house, man. Like, fucking sitting at home. The opportunity, but no. Yeah, thank you for saying what you said. I agree. Yeah, when I read it, I was like,
Yeah. There also is an opportunity for her to play called Athletes Unlimited, which is what I just returned from. If we want to talk about that, Ice Cube.
And then another thing, you got a young lady at LSU who's pretty popular herself in her own right? Why not offer it to her?
You're talking about Angel Reese?
Angel Reese.
Okay. It's very popular.
I mean, offer
Why not
it
offer
to
it
a
to
few
Juju?
players.
Why not offer it to you, Lexi? Why not offer it to Candace Parker, who's been around, who's still like, who has a name? Like, why not offer it to her?
Yeah.
Right?
If you want to support women's sports.
I'm saying, why not offer to Asia? Like, she's the biggest, baddest thing in the W, right? So why not offer to her?
Right.
I'm just, that's what my brain went. But
It's like offering your girlfriend
Oh, God.
something when you know she can't participate in it, right? You know she's going girls' night out, right? She done planned for it, got her hair done, nails did, and they be like, oh, baby, you want to go to the movies? Because you want to go by yourself, right? And she, oh, I'm busy today. Oh, damn. I was trying to go. You know she can't participate in this, right? You're just using it for the hype. She gets drafted April 15th. The season starts, right? Knowing that contract says she can't play any other thing during the season. So therefore, you just throw it out there because she has the hottest name in sports right now. So it's just to get the Big Three name inside this machine right now. But knowing damn well, everybody else get paid $5 to $12 grand. You really think paying her $5 million, she would get clotheslined before she walked in the arena? Dog, let's just be honest.
for one, they're going to take it too personal. And it's way more physical than anything she's ever imagined playing, for one.
That shit was too physical for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to a Big Three
It's
game
the most
in
physical
Chicago.
shit you've ever seen, right? It's a step
I was
under.
like, what's
it's a step
going
under
on?
prison balls.
Yeah.
Right? You got prison ball, you got Big Three.
Shout out
Especially
Jake
the first few
Shuttlesworth.
years. Like, I was telling my partner earlier, MG, me and MG was talking, I'm like, could you imagine her getting stuck down on Reggie Evans? Just take for shits and giggles if this was a real thing and she was able to participate and he put her out there. Could you imagine her being matched up and Reggie guarding her for one? For two, her being, it's 3-on-3. She can't hide nowhere. Guarding Reggie Evans out that motherfucker.
She gonna score.
Huh? She ain't.
I'm
No, she's
worried.
not.
No, she
You don't think
not.
she's gonna score a point?
No, she
Hell
would not
no.
score.
I think she would.
She
score.
would not
I
score
think
one.
She would score.
Lexi.
That's brute basketball.
Lexi,
I think she would score.
it's 3-on-3. She can't hide nowhere.
How's she gonna get the ball, Pat? She gonna
Lexi.
take the ball out?
She gonna take the ball out, then what?
They're gonna pick her up right soon as that
Soon
line
as she
comes.
take- 'cause
soon
you
as
know-
she try to cross that line, boom, boom.
What? And it's and the game, and,
You little ass.
and it's done, right? Because I'm telling you what's going to do.
I know. I mean, I only went to one game and I didn't.
He played in it.
And y'all played in it.
I wouldn't even take the ball out. Nigga, y'all crazy.
Listen, hey, yo, Rashad McCann saw Allen Iverson out there and his fucking eyes lit up.
Hell yeah. Beat that man up. That man's like, yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm not playing no more in this shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
just think it's and for this news to leak in the midst of her NCAA tournament, her last NCAA tournament.
But that's
How do we think the leak? Do we think Caitlin Clark's team leaked?
things that make you
hell. Everybody off of that.
Absolutely not. I know Caitlin Clark wakes up every morning and
Just
like,
hosting. I'm just
why
hosting.
am I involved in
She wouldn't even do that to herself. She wouldn't do that to
The
herself.
whole league together, they don't make $5 million that year.
Damn.
All them players combined don't make $5 million. Fuck no.
My thing is because I put a tweet out,
Dudes
obviously,
walked away
like I
from
always
this.
do.
I was monitoring your social media to see the reaction.
The people coming at me, no one really came at me sideways. One, I'm not a hater. This has nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. If he offered this to any college player, it would have been like, why? But because he's offering her $5 million, that's a better business decision than the WNBA wanting her to come play at the WNBA and be locked in with the W. That's not a business decision for us. We're haters because we want her to come to the W where she will be celebrated and embraced and uplifted. It's gonna be like, nothing's gonna be easy, it's gonna be competitive, but we're waiting for her. So for us to get like just constantly shit on, like you can't even acknowledge the growth and how amazing the WNBA is doing because shit like this happens.
When is
You didn't
your
even have
season
to
over?
bring up the W.
When is the W season over?
October.
October. Caitlin, accept it. Accept it. You got 8 games. 8 games, accept that $5 million, and then into the W. Get drafted.
Don't play?
Get drafted, get the #1 pick. Like, hold on, y'all. I'll be right back.
Hell no.
Get me right.
I need this $5 million.
That league don't start till 2 months after, June, July. 8 games, get your $5 million.
Man, they play once a week. She can do fucking both.
But yeah, she can.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's
Put that
not a...
Put that shit in the big 3 cards. You want me to sign it? I got to be able to do both.
It's that WNBA
It's
contract.
our
listen,
contract that
I'll
will
play
be.
for free.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll play in WNBA for free.
free.
You,
$5
you
million?
keep this little 80 grand
And give it to
get this
somebody
$5
else on the
million, and I
team.
come back regular sit. They ain't no $5 million, dog.
If they wanted it to work, I feel like they would figure out a way to work. It just...
It's not.
What I'm saying,
Why?
is $5 million.
I'm just saying,
That's the
like-
rest. She ain't gonna make $5 million playing in the WNBA. So take this little 5 right here, miss like 10 games of your regular season, and then go on and.
Or
She gonna make that 5 off the court. For sure.
Yes, absolutely.
For them to give her only
can get
$5
10.
million.
Yeah, I can make
get more-
I can make $5
She's
million
worth
in 2
more.
weeks.
I think she's worth more
worth
than
more than
five
right,
$5
absolutely,
million
right now.
to go do
For what
something
she's
like
doing?
that.
$5 million in 2 weeks. She ain't worth $5 million in 2 weeks.
Nah.
I mean, two
Nah.
2 months.
No.
Gonna get that $5 million in 2 months real quick.
Yeah.
Call that bluff. I'm calling that bluff. I accept. Motherfucker.
Your
accept.
proposal
because
is
the team that
acceptable.
she might just for
Run me
shits and
that check.
giggles. For shits and giggles. They're only playing 8 games.
8 games. It's 8 games.
What if she don't
Most
even
like-
play?
8 games.
What if
Most
they just
likely
have
your
her on
team
the
ain't
team?
your team ain't gonna make it to the playoffs anyway.
I mean,
She don't have to play.
yeah, she could just be there.
She can sub in, wave, chuck that motherfucker.
Let her hit 1 3 and sit down.
Sit at the 4-point line.
Yeah, I just feel like he
Play
could
the
have.
girl ball.
He could have. Yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
You know what I mean? She gonna play with the girl ball, force everybody to play with the
Yeah,
girl
I mean,
ball.
I don't have a problem with him extending the deal because all that means is that the women's athletes are the moment right now, which I think is amazing. But he could have left the W and overseas out of it completely.
He wants y'all to turn up. Same shit I would have did. Turn up. Y'all get all mad. Everybody get all mad. Big
But like
3
no
names
one,
in
but
the
like that's the thing. Nobody's mad. Just if you care about women's sports, care about women's sports. No one's mad. I think it's great that. How many times have we talked about the men's tournament in the last 2 days?
Yeah, we're going to Sweet 16.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about
He ain't had
it.
to
So
throw
I'm
no-
like,
he ain't had to
who's
throw no
mad?
dirt
Nobody
on
is
us.
mad. This is amazing. But if you are gonna stand on supporting women's sports, stand on it. And he wrote that. That's what was in his statement, and I've said that, and people were like, well, that's not what he meant. Well, that's what he said, and it's in writing. So if y'all just want to argue with yourselves.
Reading-
That's what he said.
Comprehension probably at an all-time low, I feel like, in society.
People just want to argue. When the facts are put right in front of them, they want to ignore it because they just want to argue about something dumb.
They didn't have a game in Iowa. Shit, I have all the games in Iowa.
Her team, for sure.
Yeah, her team, all her games in Iowa. Shit, let's get that in Indiana, back and forth. Get this money, goddamn it.
Exactly. Like,
Brandon, if you can't look like you're taking that back,
Yeah.
$5 million?
8 games. Like you said, 8 games.
Eight
Like you said, just have it back
You
and
say how
forth.
long I gotta play? Psh.
right. It's like,
1 minute.
what? But what is this? What is this 5 million? Is it 5 million straight up? Is it
me
5
my
million
check.
over time?
Give me my check.
5 million
Is
for one
it
season.
2 million in stock and Big Three? Like, we don't know none
give
of
me
that.
my check
We don't know
today.
anything.
I need it
Does she
all
gotta
once.
score X amount of points
Nope.
to unlock it? Like,
Big face
Say
one.
no, this.
Whatever.
He said 5 million. I want it up.
Ice
right
Cube,
now.
I better see you at the Sweet 16 game this weekend.
Nah,
That's
he
all
gonna
I'm
be there.
saying. You better be there.
He may be clubbing, but
You better be there.
we asked the
If
chat.
I'm him, I'll be there right there with the check. I had a big. Hey, listen,
big one?
I had a real big check.
All I
Like
know
on
is he
Tropic
better. I
Thunder.
think where are they at? Albany.
Ooh,
He better be front and center in Albany this weekend, watching her play.
Of course, it's publicity. Why wouldn't he?
now that's the move. With the big,
This is
the
all
super
publicity.
big.
He might, hey,
The super big
put
check
your
right there
money
in the
where
front
your
row.
mouth is, Ice Cube. I mean, shit.
You know, shit.
So we asked our
ain't
chat.
accepting that. So
We asked the chat, should Caitlin Clark take the Big Three offer? 75% said yes.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
I
like,
need all my money.
Nigga offer me $5 million right now.
But 8 games? You gonna try?
Yeah, what?
Gonna try
I'll
to
be out
figure
there
it out.
working out, lifting, knowing damn well I ain't gonna score. What crazy? You
But
crazy?
the content getting ready though.
Oh yeah, hey, my content gonna be fire.
That's
The results.
That's gonna sell right there.
Hey, the results. Hey, my bad.
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving.
Agent 12 for a reason. Content fire.
I think that's the first I heard you acknowledge yourself as Agent 12, Gil. That's a beautiful moment.
forgot
Call myself
about that.
Agent 12.
For those who weren't at the first ever Gil's Arena Shootout presented by Underdog Fantasy.
I call myself Agent 12. I said my new name, Agent 12.
Okay, you rolling with it?
Saucy 12. Hey, got
Saucy
plenty of nicknames.
Saucy
I got
12.
plenty of nicknames.
Please don't. No.
Oh, yes. It's one of those days. Let's keep it going.
Hey, chat, give me nicknames, man. I gotta use them.
Good nicknames, good nicknames. So last night was great for some, not so great for others. So let's get into some hibachi time. We know why you all pulled up to the show today. Where should we start? Let me think.
Got to win. And they all nigga in the basement and niggas, boy.
Oh, y'all want to talk Lakers?
I was about to put on all Lakers stuff too.
Lakers put up in Milwaukee for the first game of a 6-game road trip, and with LeBron sidelined with a lingering ankle injury, AD, Austin Reeves, and D'Lo put the purple and gold on their back. So down 19 with less than 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Lakers could have thrown in the towel, but they said nay. This is the Bucks. Doc Rivers is coaching. Let's go ahead and get one of the biggest wins of the season. Oh, you see it. Anthony Davis came through with one of his best performances on both ends of the floor. He had 34 points, 23 rebounds, 4 blocks in 52 minutes, which is the most by Lakers since Kobe did it in 2012. You see Austin Reeves. You messed around and dropped his second career triple-double, 29, 14, and 10. AD coming up with big defensive plays like that to keep the game alive. And Austin Reeves, big go-ahead 3, late in second overtime. And we got to show D'Lo some love, too. He had a 44-piece on the Bucks in L.A. He followed that up with 29, 12 dimes, and 7 rebounds. So Giannis had a good game, too. He had 29, 21 rebounds, 11 assists. But he was 1 for 6 from the foul line, including 2 misses with 24 seconds remaining in the second OT with the Bucks down 3. You may have seen LeBron on the sideline giving him the count. Dame had 27. He was 9 for 29.
Jesus.
4 for 14 in the fourth quarter and then the overtimes combined. Lakers have their longest winning streak of the season at a staggering 4 games. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It ain't too late.
thought this motherfucker finna say like 11.
Four.
It can turn into
11 minus 7.
It can turn into 11.
Nigga, y'all finna go 1-5 road trip.
4 powerful games. Okay.
Hey.
Completely reshaped the outlook of the season.
It's like 1-5.
Who's our next games? Memphis.
They got the Grizzlies tonight. But Gil, what statement did the Lakers make with this win over the Bucks
down.
in Milwaukee without Bron?
They're gonna lose tonight.
I mean, there's no
Yeah,
statement. You know,
They lose?
Shit, yeah.
we're clicking.
A double overtime?
I feel
Yeah,
we're
they
playing
might.
chess, right? We know that that we have games to win right now to solidify us and what we're trying to do. So, you know, we just go ahead, check off these dummies, right, and move on to the next city. Who we got next?
The Grizzlies of Memphis.
Smack Daddy.
No, y'all.
Bron sit it.
No, that's tonight.
Bron sit it.
They gonna sit. Y'all,
You know, we might sit AD today. Bron, come on back.
Y'all gonna
It really don't even matter, you know what I
y'all gonna
mean?
lose tonight.
No.
Yes, y'all gonna lose tonight to Memphis.
A hungry Grizzlies team.
Listen, you're gonna lose to Memphis tonight.
We own them.
Better shot.
Them are daddies.
The better shot.
Okay, bet.
Better shot.
Lose to the Grizzlies?
Y'all gonna lose to the Grizzlies.
Hey, yo, the Lakers don't look different without Bron.
Hey, they gonna lose. Y'all gonna lose tonight.
So they kind
I know you got a close up on it.
Mr.
How
B,
they
you
look?
were in
I'm
Milwaukee.
just saying they look. You know,
how they
it looked like it should be AD's team
It should be, yeah.
from here on out.
We've
Like
been
they should
saying
be
that
running
from the
everything through AD.
beginning.
LeBron has been
From what
trying
I
to give
seen
AD
last
the
night.
kiss.
From what I seen last night,
But that's the thing.
So if Anthony Davis play tonight, if he don't perform, if he don't have nothing near what he did last night, then what?
with LeBron on the court.
No, without him tonight.
Then we'll attribute that to
12 for
the
31 is
52
kinda
minutes he
crazy.
played last week.
Well, double overtime.
Ain't nobody in Grizzlies that's gonna stop him anyway.
12 for 30.
Ain't nobody.
He can still get a double tonight.
Huh?
I mean, double.
Easy
tonight.
double. Yeah, it's easy. It's an easy game today.
Big,
For him?
It should be a big game though, right?
Mr. B, you were on the ground in
He
Milwaukee.
didn't play 52 minutes last night. 52 minutes?
Yeah. Overtime. Double
I
overtime.
know, but it's,
Should happen.
Playoff push.
Yo, and nigga, let me stop.
Hey, you go
No,
ahead.
he did all that shit, had one foul. Nigga played 52 minutes, had one
He ain't
foul.
got Lopez. What the fuck he gonna do?
Shit, yeah, so he didn't play no minutes on Giannis?
Who? AD?
Yeah.
You know, he did what he
no way he
needed to
did
do.
if he finished the game with one foul.
Stellar defense.
Giannis.
But Giannis only got 6 free throws.
Yeah, that
too.
was that was weird.
That's weird.
Like only 6 free throws. I know he getting fouled.
Not according
One for
to.
I mean, well, you know,
Tony
Boston.
Brother.
I mean, Boston just lost like that too.
Difference.
You know, Boston just lost like that too to Atlanta, so it happens.
Brandon, you were at
Better
the
than he
game.
didn't shoot free throws?
What were the sentiments and emotions like in Milwaukee?
We was stunned a little bit, but it happens.
Stunned?
A little stunning.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I seen your face.
yeah, it was stunned. I mean, it just happened to Boston though, right? Didn't Boston just lose to Atlanta at home?
Yeah,
You know, they was
Not
up
the
30.
same.
Boston 10 and a half
you know, they
game
was up
lead
32.
in the
So,
Same.
Best
So-
team in the NBA right now.
so you know, it happens.
We
But
stand pretty in
you know,
first
I'm
place.
glad it happened now. Till later,
What
we'll be all right though.
What happened now? Then later.
Like I'm glad this happened. Like we got our ass beat like that. Like
Y'all getting your ass beat for the last 2 months.
no, we
bruh.
haven't. No, we have not. No, we have not.
Y'all are 14 and 12 in the last 2 months.
We're still in second place.
Oof.
I mean,
We're
y'all
we're
should be.
comfortable in second.
Y'all should be in second place. Shit, y'all had damn near.
What?
Y'all had a 17 game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, like, we're fine where we're at. But last night, that happens. It just happened to Boston, and all right. Whatever.
Portland.
Fair to dare. Like my cut.
I do.
Like a lap cut.
That's the fear of the deer.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you see
I
my
don't think
hat?
nobody.
You got cups?
You
Yeah,
see-
I got
hey,
cups.
they-
I
Yeah.
don't think nobody feared them, but I love that cup though.
See my hat I had on yesterday on the show?
No.
Oh, mean.
Oh, he had a mean hat.
Mean.
Kind of the same color.
Mean.
Oh, yeah, it was red.
It was red and black. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, 5.
Ken, you do have a Grizzlies hat that you could throw on right now. So to keep the streak going.
You think what I'm thinking?
Give him a Grizzlies hat.
Give him Grizzlies hat.
What?
Take that L.
It wasn't because I was cheering for the Bucks, but it was a 5.
No,
hat.
it was
Y'all
coordination.
gonna lose tonight, though.
It was coordination.
Listen, fuck all that shit. You're gonna lose tonight.
Tell y'all, bro.
You're gonna lose at Memphis tonight. I'm gonna tell you right now.
5-1, 6-0, 4-2. Worst
What,
case scenario.
on this road trip?
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be 1-1 tonight. So,
Yo, the Lakers are really good without LeBron.
huh?
They're really good without LeBron.
They're more
Who you
confident.
applying? They're 6
I
and
mean,
4
I'm
without
saying, like, they play with more, like, it's just like
2 people.
Reeves.
No, he plays no matter what. It's D'Lo
Really?
and AD.
I thought Rui played okay, too.
D'Lo and AD play a little bit better without him. because now it's you two. So it's like D'Lo understands that everything really goes through him when Bron is out. So he don't have to worry about looking over, seeing what he's doing, seeing if he's doing one of these, like doing one of these. He just knows he can come off, knowing AD ain't gonna be yelling nothing. So you know.
So Brandon, as you pointed out, Lakers are 6-4 this season without LeBron, including a season sweep of the Bucks and a win over the Celtics in Boston. How much
again?
They swept.
They swept.
Oh, I remember that game.
They swept Bucks.
And then they beat the
When
Celtics.
they beat Boston.
Yeah.
Without
I know.
What up, bro?
Yeah.
You're a Celtics
that.
fan. You remember
6-4.
Remember that?
It was a good
Was
game.
you watching?
No, 6-4.
Lakers are 6-4 without
But
LeBron.
they beat all the good teams.
Yo, the Lakers are big though, bro. Like up close. Like,
They're big, right?
No,
Yeah.
seriously. No,
Big
seriously.
team, yeah.
Seriously, I was like, yo, they all right. Like, they not. Might get scary, man. They catch somebody first round.
And what did you say about just LeBron's leadership, trusting his team? You're 21. The near 40-year-old man say, you know what? I need to instill confidence in all of y'all because I'm
sitting
good.
out.
You're not even going. It's just the Bucks. It's just Milwaukee. It's Giannis and Dame. Y'all good.
Playing
Go ahead.
chess, not
Go ahead, get your confidence up because my confidence will be where it needs to be.
Hey, did you see your dad tweet?
Yeah,
That was funny. No.
What did you
Say he's going to his car.
They had him in the picture in the background, but right behind the Lakers, the bench, and he was like,
Not a good look on his
I'm
face.
going to my car.
You know. Shout out to
Shout out Marcus
Josiah's father, Marcus Johnson. No, but how much confidence should the Lakers have knowing they can do this now without Bron on the floor?
None, because they are going to have Bron on the floor.
yeah.
They need to figure that out.
But they can elevate. But they can elevate.
No, they need to figure
think they
out how to
can.
play like that with Bron on the floor because he's going to be on the
Skeet
floor.
shoot. Pow.
Yeah, she
Pool. Pow.
She got him quick this
What?
shit. Damn, Lexi. Come back.
It didn't even come out the motherfucking good machine good. She pull, pow. She,
I'm just like, Bron is going to be on the court. So they got to figure it out because they
And
are a
Dick
talented team.
Very talented.
No, they are talented. That AD and D'Lo.
lot of heat on the
one and
couch
two
today, I'll
punches
just
are
say.
aight.
Yeah, that's the AD.
That AD and D'Lo is all right, man. Seriously. So we'll see though. Go stand in the corner when Bron come back. Go stand in the corner when Bron
Everybody
come
involved.
Yeah.
back. Go stand right there. And
But that's the problem with the Bucks, though. You remember, I don't know if I said like 2 weeks ago when I said, it was when Giannis was out, and I said the way Dame has played, he plays well with Middleton came back and Lopez. Those three play well because they're just pick and pop guys, right? Giannis plays well with Portis and Beasley. So depending on who's playing well, who has the ball, depending on who you shutting out, I don't think they know all six know how to play well together. So if Giannis is playing well and he has the ball, those passes that he's looking for is going to Beasley and Portis. Dame's passes is going to Lopez and
that's when you need a true point guard. I think the Bucks are missing a true point guard, like somebody that can just like facilitate and get because there's a lot of talent on the floor. And Dame's not really like a passer like that. So you need like Drew that's why Drew was so good there though, to me. Because he didn't have to score.
yeah, but it's one of those things where as a coach you have to recognize that there's Bloods and Crips going on in this goddamn group because he only want to pass it to him and him. He only want to pass it to him and him. And if he has the ball, these two are pointless now. If he has the ball, those two are pointless. They got to figure out how to blend it in and make some plays where it's a little mixed up. Because right now, you can see it's two different teams. This Dame's team when he has the ball, and this Giannis team when he has the ball.
They need that truce of 9 deuce.
Like, you remember I wrote it on the thing without even looking. It was like, oh, Giannis playing well, so that means Portis, and Beasley is probably getting the ball too.
Middleton, Giannis and Middleton play well together. I mean,
Back then,
he also been hurt.
yeah, that's what I said. So they haven't Beasley and kicked in for Middleton. So he knows when he's driving, he knows where he's at. That corner, right corner, boom.
Oh yeah, Pat Bev was hurt last night too. Forgot about that. Well, that would have never happened with Pat Bev on the court. I forgot about that, man. I forgot about that.
What, Pat?
Yeah, Pat was on the court. That would never happen.
But you know Doc is coach, right?
I know who's
Okay,
coaching.
just checking.
I know who's coaching.
Oh, okay, I'm just making sure.
I know who's
There it
coaching.
is.
But I know who's gonna be out there. Who would have been out there?
We're gonna talk about the Bucks a little bit more in a second. Lakers have 10 games remaining on the schedule. Let's show what they got left.
What's this Lakers shit, man?
Bob, we got that.
America's team, Brandon.
3,
America's
4, 5 wins.
Should be.
Cavs.
That Cavs, T-Wolves, and Warriors.
Them last
But at
two road
home.
games.
Them last, that last from.
They might go 5-5.
Ooh, capping.
Ooh.
We're about to win the first. We're about to win the first 5.
You don't know.
First of all, y'all not beating the Pacers,
Here we are.
and then y'all gonna lose to one of them Nets.
You know why we're gonna beat the Pacers? Because young fella still has that bad hamstring, but he's only been playing so he can activate that 65 games.
Talking
y'all
about
know-
Tyrese Halliburton.
Have you noticed since Hallie, when he made them comments about this is messed up, this fucked up, and he came back, he ain't been playing the same.
Shooting has been down a little bit.
Shoot him been down. Same thing with pass and all that. It's been down. He can't run the same.
Yeah, he's
he's
hurt.
still- yeah,
He's
he's still hurt.
definitely still hurt.
Yeah. But he want them 65
But you
games.
said that. But you said that though. You said he gonna force himself to play. He gonna fuck himself.
Because
up
he's a
even
free
more.
agent, right?
No, I mean, he can get that. No, he
He
already
get that
signed that
extension.
max, but I think he can hit that, activate the super
Like
duper.
the super
Yeah,
duper.
yeah. But you said that. You said he was gonna try to force himself.
Hamstring too.
Yeah.
For Superman.
I think everybody on this couch, I don't give.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good. I'm good.
So, Lex, you said 5-5 good. What's a realistic target?
8-2.
Okay, reasonable. I said
Last 10 games, 8-2. You're only losing 2.
This nigga a homer.
Man, if y'all-
7-3 worse.
Fucking homer, boy.
7-3 the worst. Look at our games.
Hey, yeah, look at him.
7-3,
Yeah.
Look at him.
8-2, 7.
Look at that. Grizzlies, come on, man. Pacers hurt. Nets, really. Raptors, trash. Wizards, really.
And what-
So worst case scenario, you can only give us one loss, realistically.
No.
And then Cavs, Timberwolves,
We got a
Warriors.
back-to-back tonight. You got another back-to-back, and then another back-to-back. They're not winning all the
We
way.
it's the Raptors and the Wizards. we might on the Wizards.
Then
We might sit
Cavs,
LeBron. We
team-
might sit LeBron and AD against them.
Then y'all can't afford to sit nobody.
We might sit
Exactly. I don't know why he talking.
Y'all
I don't know
can't
why you
afford to
talking like
sit
that.
nobody.
Wizards got
don't know
11,
why you talking
12
like that.
wins. Come on.
And at home. Okay.
At home
You
on
all
the road.
on the road. You all on the road. Yeah, this is
Against a weak team. The
You got
NBA.
3 home games.
The NBA did us good.
Listen,
got 3
listen, them Wizards and them Raptors, they gonna run into some cats that ain't played all
Hey,
year. That's gonna be going crazy.
The NBA scheduled us very well. Let's just say it favored us at the end of the season.
Oh, now-
This
now
is
they
what we
favored
got.
you.
They favored us
Oh,
at the
now
end
they
of the
favored
season.
you. When,
You remember we was
it's a
complaining?
whole different story at the beginning of the season.
You remember we was complaining?
Why we gotta play them first? Why we gotta play them first? Why we gotta play them first? God
but now
damn.
we got it back at the end. We got it back at the end. And then the Grizzlies and the Pelicans, shit, they might done shut it down by then. We know the Grizzlies done shut it down.
They gonna beat y'all.
They home. Whoever's on this team, they done shipped they shit. You already know.
Yeah, for
shipped
sure.
they
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, they shit is gone.
They done.
And they gonna beat y'all tonight, though.
Nah. And then Pelicans, depending on where they already might sit Zion and Ingram.
You doing a whole lot of wishful thinking
Yeah,
over that bitch,
right.
boy.
7-3 worst case scenario.
just strategizing.
7-3.
Worst case.
Can you win those 10 games?
5.
Y'all got 7 road games and 3 home games.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, every game's a home game for the Lakers. They travel very
Facts.
well.
Okay.
Thank you, Gil.
America's team.
Okay, America's team.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Team of the
There's a lot of Laker fans in there.
There's a lot of Laker fans, huh?
Yo, that's a
Team
lot
of the people.
lot of Laker fans.
I know.
Oh, you know, Milwaukee, every corner of the universe.
I hate when Cole come to town like, damn, dog, this is town.
That's fire though.
10 home games. No, I'm just
Kobe
kidding.
used to have all the Asians
Okay, that's
coming
not
out.
too far off from 5-5.
No, it's very far from 5-5.
Not desirable. It's just
70% versus 50. It's very different.
I mean,
Let's switch it up. Talk about the Bucks. Been up and down during Doc Rivers' tenure. When you look at this game last night, who deserves the blame for the Bucks' loss?
Gilbert.
Gills is a reasonable.
Same person who I've been blaming for the last
Doc Rivers.
2 months.
I think the team. I mean, they let their foot off the gas. You know, up 20 at home with no LeBron. You should have put them to bed, but you let your foot off the gas and you gave them confidence. Because at the end of the day, it's still NBA players, regardless if LeBron's out there or not. But, you know, you got D'Lo that's been playing well. You know, Austin Reeves that plays the same all the time.
Hey, how was they subbing when it was up 20? Huh? Well, how was his subbing at when they were up 20, huh?
I had left. So really, that's not really a loss for me. So, because I had left. I thought the game was over.
Thought it was over, huh?
I mean, it was up 20 in the third.
Listen, man.
Maybe they would have won if you stayed.
Ain't nothing changed, man. I said it was a bad job getting that job because there was no upside to getting the Bucks job, right? You can only go down. The team was 30-13 before they got to you, so there was no upside for Doc here, only downside. Now you're coming in the middle of the season, right? Even though you've been consulting, but you're coming in the middle of the season, then you're gonna try to do what? Change? Make it a defensive squad versus an offensive squad? Because before they were heavy offensively, right? Averaging 24 a game, giving up 119. And then the narrative, oh, Doc is bringing defense. No, he sacrificed his offense to make it look like he had better defense. So he went down to 315, 316, but his offense went from 124 to 119. So he didn't do shit, but just slowed the ball down. But as you can see, they still can't play any defense. So you're just tricking the algorithm, and it's fool's gold that you put some type of defensive strategy into it. And how? When you played 2, 3, 4 games, then went to All-Star break, and you come back as the defensive guru, shut the fuck up. Yeah, that works for them ESPN dummies. All I do is just got to look at the right shit and realize you're just slowing the ball down so the other teams get less possessions, so it looks like you're playing defense, but you're still giving up. They're still scoring at the same rate that they were before, even higher. So you're a worse team than they were before. That's why you're 14-12. So right, one more loss, they're tied with A. Griffin when he got there. But he needs 16 more goddamn wins.
So the Bucks should have just stayed with Griffin.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then your problem with the Bucks is just Doc Rivers.
Yes.
My problem, my personal problem with Doc?
Yeah.
My personal problem?
Because of the All-Star.
Yeah, he should have voted for me All-Star.
Okay. No, that's...
Some beefs are eternal.
Yeah, he should have voted for me All-Star. I haven't seen that nigga a fruit basket, and he still voted for them Pistons.
Gil, what kind of fruits were in the basket, though? It's very important.
The ones that was in season that year.
Okay. Seasonal fruit?
but for real, I pay attention to, the coaching style, how he subs, and, him adjusting, and it's like, this is a dumb decision. You should have just waited till the end of the season.
So we talked about that freak time duo. There was a lot of hype surrounding the move when the trade happened.
The who? What
Freak
you call
time.
Freak time. That's the
that's
Greek
the-
freak and Dame time. That's
you said freak Nick?
No, I thought I heard.
I thought he said
heard-
something
you heard freak.
No, I heard him. I just wanted to make sure I heard him correctly.
Freak time.
Freak time.
Freak time.
AO, as the kids would say, freak time.
Freak time.
Were the expectations too unrealistic for that pairing, and why are they struggling to mesh together still, Brandon, this late into the season?
I mean, like you guys said, I think it's the coaching changes. And then, it's the first year, so you got to get used to playing with each other. I mean, thank God they're in the second spot, though. Like, they still going to make the playoffs, so, they'll still get the playoff experience, and let's see what happens then. But probably, the coaching change is kind of, like you guys keep saying, like, in the mid of the season when you're already winning, it's kind of tough. So I think that's probably what it is. Still trying to figure out each other. Guys been hurt. Chris Middleton, we just got Patrick Beverly. So, it's all type of new faces and stuff.
So as you mentioned, Bucks are in the second spot in the East right now. The team currently occupying the 7th spot, Miami Heat.
And they've been having our numbers.
That's that concerning at all. Seems like
Bucks?
one of the few teams you don't want to see.
It was concerning
let's
when
stop.
Doc got the job, dog.
That shit ain't concerning, man. Fucking Giannis went healthy. They would have beat the shit out them. They would have swept them boys last year if Giannis was healthy. Let's stop it, man. God damn. Like, them motherfuckers ain't worried about the Miami Heat, man.
Who ain't?
The Bucks.
They not worrying about Miami Heat. They should be worrying about Doc. People can say, hey, man, you hating and stuff. Am I wrong? I said it from the beginning. First one to say this is going to be a tragedy. 14-12.
Yeah, they should.
14 and 12. That's his 14 and 12. 5 and 5 last 10
I can't fight that
games.
if that's the.
Like,
You know what I
that's the
mean?
fact.
Like,
That's the
I've
facts.
said
I
it
can't
before.
fight that.
Before he started any game, I said this is about to be a tragedy right here. Because I already know he's never had a Dame before. So he don't even know how to use that type of player. Every guard he has is pass first
Point guard.
pass first point guards. Majority of the point, they can't stretch the floor anyway, right? So he don't know this type of offense, right? That's not been his style.
Well, yeah, James. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you see how that worked out.
No. I mean,
Right, so it was. I know his track record, so yeah, I'm gonna throw a little bit of sauce on it, but I know he's gonna fail, so the extra sauce makes me look better. The extra sauce makes it look better, and the fact that Miami Heat, if they face Miami Heat, Sproul will change his defensive coverages and his offensive coverage game to game. If Doc wins first game, every game going forward is going to be the same.
we'll see.
You know what I mean?
I got to see this.
Right, left, that's it. Right, you can block him. He ain't going to go left, right, not one time. It's going to be the same step thinking your ass is going to change up. Like, no, I don't need to. Right? He ain't.
I don't know. I mean, healthy though with Dame. I mean, we got the talent though. I think the talent would overdo it though.
Like
Our talent should be able to
30
get
and
past
13.
Miami.
And 30 and 13, you was playing well. Playing well. Everything, for the most part, even though Dame wasn't Damon, you were 30 and 13 and people are still talking about your defense. Where's the noise now about the defense? Where's the noise from all the people who was trying to get Griffin out of there? Right, it was a bit, they're not playing defense, this and that. And it's like, what, they playing a lot of offense though. They playing a lot of fucking offense. This team is better than it was last year because of the point spread versus the defense. So where's that now when this team is struggling on both sides of the field? So basically, they were trying to get him the fuck out of there for some reason.
I mean, the 12 and 14. I mean,
Huh? 14 and 12. I mean, it's
14 and 12. I mean,
But if you are gonna make a move, right? Mm-hmm. And you don't want Adrian there for whatever reason, why not just let? Was it Purdy who took over?
Joe Prunty?
Joe Prunty. Yeah, that's
Why
been
not
there.
just let
Yeah, that's
Prunty-
been there before too.
Why not just let him take over? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's been there.
It's the same terminology.
Yep. They
You're
understand.
not. They understand it already. They're not
respect
bringing
him.
a new voice in there. Like, it ain't always greener.
I guess the point is why even, if you're going to do that, why even get rid of Adrian Griffin in the first place? Just work through it.
Just work through it if you can. But if you want to, if it's a personality thing, right? You bring somebody that's in the business, same terminology, but it's a different. They can go to him and be like, listen, this was the problem with Adrian. Your opportunity, right? And I think them guys would have received that a little better than coming with a whole different scheme, a whole different voice, like that shit tough.
People don't realize.
In the middle of the season,
In the middle of the season.
You're doing
Like,
very well.
you play on a team for 3 years under a certain system. You get a coach in the summer, and he come into training camp with some different plays and shit. That's hard.
Bro, that was like when we had Stan Van Gundy up in
that's hard. Like,
Detroit.
damn, hold on,
that was
dog.
a whole culture shock.
Yeah.
Like that shit went from cool to everyday detail. Like, god damn.
Like, yeah, you be sitting there like, yo,
Damn.
what play is this? You still running the old plays, the plays you've been doing for the last 3 years. He done switched the playbook, and you gotta. I said black. Well, goddamn it, I did black. Nah, that's my red. Oh shit, I forgot. Oh, goofy ass. Why don't you just name the shit that we already know?
So, Brady, you mentioned that the Bucks were without Pat Bev in their game last night. We got a little news report. He has a torn ligament in his right wrist.
Ooh.
Still deciding if he can play through it because surgery would cause him to miss 3 to 4 months.
His right wrist?
Yeah.
See, there we go. That's that shit. I be talking about injuries off.
Right wrist ligament?
Ligament?
Yeah, so
He's gonna just
torn ligament in his right wrist. He's still deciding if he can play through it.
play with the torn ligament?
Yeah, right? You can cast it up, right? I mean, shit. Just get out there. I mean, I know.
Man,
Hey, how can-
it'd be a dead man walking on the court, man. They can't even. That's something like that. They can't even afford to put him out there. Because if we know he can't shoot, he put a cast on that motherfucker. What you think we're gonna do now?
Right.
So
It ain't even hitting. It ain't even hitting. It's just
know
the
he's
fact
on
that
the
I
court,
don't
yeah.
even guard him. He's the decoy now. Now we literally playing 4-on-5.
Right.
So,
Even if he decide to take 10 shots, which he won't.
A torn ligament. So how long is that?
So he might play through it, but if he decides to get the surgery, it's 3 to 4 months. And we talked about the potential Bucks Heat matchup. So the Bucks need to play each other 3 times this season. Bucks won the first 2 games with Adrian Griffin as head coach. Lost the third with Doc. The Heat did not have Jimmy
Just
Butler.
add fuel to it.
Man, every
That's
time,
why I don't-
if he sounded good, and then it go to, well, yeah, you know, but then.
Doc
Yeah,
Rivers.
the first 2 games, Adrian Griffin next one.
This is coming from one of our producers who is a longtime Bucks fan.
Nah, for real.
I felt
Our producers.
the pain. I
That's
felt
why I
the
don't
pain
know.
in his.
That's why I don't know why Bucks fans be mad. The producers are Bucks fans.
Yeah, that's right.
Like
We got a Bucks
fans
fan,
be
we got a
killing
Knicks fan. We got,
All East Coast back there.
He said facts cut deep. So last question on the subject, but Mr. B, how much faith do you have in the Bucks to make a run in this playoff? Still,
Are we gonna
still
make a
Bucks
run?
in 6?
Yeah, no, we're still gonna make a run.
Okay.
And we definitely got the first rounds, second round, then
Without
we're gonna see
Pat?
Boston.
Without Pat?
Pass it. We gotta see. He might play through it.
Even if he played through it, come on, man.
I mean,
It's not left, dog.
I mean, listen.
It's not his left hand. It's his right hand. Like, what he? Like,
I mean, what can he do right now for treatment right now, like until the playoffs?
For a torn.
Nothing.
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 That needle.
Nothing. He can
Can't take a shot. Can't take a shot.
You can put a cortisone in there, but
Yeah,
you ain't gonna feel nothing everywhere else.
All right. Well, right now we got to sacrifice.
Get through it.
But that's
now-
every game, though. He gonna.
We got to sacrifice right now.
And if
Yeah, that's every game, right?
A cortisone shot every game.
Right, Ken?
Some? No. Cortisone, no.
No.
Toradol, yeah.
Oh, Toradol. Cortisol. Well, that wears off.
Cortisone, yeah, but
So we-
over time, though.
What would you take for this one? Toradol?
You can't take
I mean, if you had to. If this was football.
You can't ice it.
Toradol.
Nothing. Can't ice nothing.
Toradol.
Just,
If this was like the playoffs,
yeah.
or like the finals, he'd be taking Toradol shots.
And hopefully we do get that Bucks Heat matchup. Underdog, please send us to the Heat games so we could do some
Even
expert,
with Toradol
diligent
shot,
research.
I mean, you get too juiced up, you won't even feel your shot though.
damn that Toradol.
Yeah. Your stomach up too.
What?
Yeah.
Bad.
Let's keep things moving. A few
No, I
weeks
still got Bucks getting to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay.
My bad.
They are my Eastern Conference team, obviously family allegiance.
Us in Boston.
Great city.
You laugh at him and they in second?
Us in Boston.
Huh?
His Laker team won't even be.
That's what I'm saying.
His Laker team
He
won't even
laughing
be
at a team
around
that's in second.
when the shit really hit the
And
fan.
I'm laughing at a team who's 14 and 12 since they got
But
That's
still in
fine.
second.
We still in
That's
second.
last place.
That's no. We
No,
still in
y'all in
second.
last place.
No,
Nah,
that's
we still in
last
second.
place.
We still in second.
Since Doc has come, what place are y'all in since Doc got there? Last place.
I bet you.
Shit, y'all over there
I
with
bet you y'all be out before us.
When Detroit, now they're in front of Detroit, they're in front of the Wizards. They might be right behind Charlotte in the last 26 games, though.
That's fine.
Brand, you said
I'm not talking about the Bucks when Adrian. See, y'all using the whole totality of it.
We is. It's the whole season.
I'm
The whole
talking
season.
about the last 26 games of the
Last
season
26
since
games.
he been coach. Where y'all ranking at? Yeah,
So last 26 games we are 14 and 12.
12.
Brand, you said Eastern Conference Finals that you think the Bucks can reach there. Can they win that series in the Eastern Conference Finals?
Beat Boston, yeah.
2-7.
Okay.
2-7.
Little leprechaun in the.
So yeah, they'll play Miami, and then if they win that game, they'll play Cleveland or Indiana.
I see Drew Holiday won't smoke though.
Yeah, Drew
I saw
Holiday?
Drew Holiday on the Draymond Green.
He was,
They can,
Man,
get,
he
they
was-
can get through it.
He won't smoke.
you know,
They can get through it. I mean, they can get through the
Understandable.
Eastern Conference.
he was just trying to nap, take a good nap.
Yeah, I'm glad you
They
looked at
booted
it
him.
came to your assistance.
Yeah, I'm not. You know, when you look at
laughed a
the
little hard when
Bro,
you said
yeah, like
I'm like Miami, I can still put y'all over Miami. Then 3-6, that's Indiana,
Miami in 6,
Cleveland,
Indiana in 6.
and then
yeah, everything gonna be in 6.
I can see it. I can see it.
And Boston in 6.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Okay.
No.
Well, just
We'll relax.
Six,
Right. You see, I came to.
We're going 6. We're
No,
going.
I'm saying, you see, I came to my senses. Like, okay, y'all can get to the Eastern Conference Finals, but that's it.
All right.
All right, well, let's keep things moving. A few weeks ago, the Mavs looked like they were in danger of missing the playoffs for the second straight season, but the dynamic duo of Luka and Kyrie has them stacking wins at the right time. So on Tuesday, they were at the Kings. Luka put up 28, 11 boards, 6 dimes.
Shit out of them.
Some extremely consistent bucket getting. Kyrie did his thing as well. 25 points and 8 dimes in the blowout win. Mavs have won 5 straight in 9 of their last 10. Jumped out of the play-in to the 6th seed.
Damn.
Oh, Lord.
To the 6th seed with the win.
He had it
Yes.
from the jab step.
Yeah. Can we get some of that?
Woo.
From the jab, from the first jab step, he had it.
It is a 13-2 Dallas run. Irving.
Kyrie has it back.
English off the window.
People don't realize like how tall Luka is. They're like, well, how come he keep getting his shot off? Yeah, because he's tall.
He's
Yeah.
humongous.
Excuse me, Kyrie had 24 and 8 in the win. But the
open.
Mavs jumped to the 6th seed. So after the game, Luka had high praise for Kyrie and what he has brought to the Mavs squad.
What's that chemistry been like between you two superheroes on this team?
He's the best man. I'm the Robin. Just amazing, man. Having him on our team is amazing, man. But outside basketball, he's just a great person, and we all get along so well. So it's just the chemistry is really good right now.
You have 5.
Oh.
He's the Batman, I'm the Robin. There's a lot of cap going on around.
I feel
But I
like
was-
Dallas don't care who they meet up with in the playoffs. The way they going right now.
So are Luka and Kyrie the most dynamic backcourt going into these playoffs?
Yeah.
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 There.
I mean, what about Phoenix?
Man, stop. No,
KD? Oh no,
No,
KD's
backcourt.
front court. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
back-
my bad. No.
Yeah.
no.
So yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right, Dallas.
And you Dallas
And at the right time.
Come on now.
representative,
Man, 1-2, man.
Kyrie fan. You've been very outspoken about Kyrie this season
Yeah.
and still doing it. Respectful, I'm just saying.
That Cleveland backcourt is cool too. I mean,
Yeah.
they're cool.
Who, Darius Garland?
Donovan and
And then
Darius.
Donovan. They
but-
cool.
Yeah, but Darius Garland can't stay healthy.
I know he can't.
That's the only thing. He's nice though. I know why you said that.
They cool. They not them.
Spider dealt with some
They're
knee
not
issues
them.
as well.
Oh, they cool.
Yeah, them,
You see everything
I'm about
they
to say,
went
them in
through,
Dallas, yeah.
all the heat they took last season, Kyrie agreeing to come back this season now.
All
start-
the heat who took?
I mean,
Kyrie?
no, just that.
Dallas.
Kyrie?
Yeah, I mean, Kyrie did take a lot.
I mean, just Kyrie took that heat out. And
Luka got.
oh man, they was winning before he got here. Oh my, he bringing all this energy over here. He over here in the locker room. Yeah, it's
He in the locker room,
Kyrie's
not
taking-
eating and
Yeah.
just blaming shit.
Yeah, just blaming
The hell that got to do with anything?
Yeah, he ain't talking to the team. He over there doing a little shit around the locker room.
Yeah, he's
serving the
saging.
locker
Yeah,
room. Yeah.
he's saging.
He's saging it.
Crystals and stuff like, what that got to do with anything? Ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
He listening to rap.
I would like to see this nigga's locker. I would love to see this motherfucker's
He
locker.
gonna look like a
Joe Boo,
Like the dude from Major League.
Pedro Serrano.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Pedro-
yes,
Pedro.
absolutely.
You remember Bad Boys when he went into the Jamaicans?
Yeah, the Haitian. Fucking Haitian.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
A whole bunch of Hennessy dolls
Absolutely. He got motherfucking
Yeah.
skulls and beads and fucking smoke and shit coming out of his locker,
like
burning
Major
sage and shit. Listen,
When you say this
he
Kyrie,
got his own chair. He got a special chair in his locker,
No, that's
made of
bizarre.
straw and shit, man. Listen, yo.
What's so funny is he is the
Damn,
type he'll sage his locker every single time he gets in it. 100%.
gotta get them bad
Knowing him,
spirits
I
up.
don't know who's setting this motherfucker, but we gonna just in case get on out of here.
A routine is a routine.
I
is
say,
routine.
I say, Saging is
Would
good.
you put the Kyrie and Luka ahead of the Harden PG?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, right now.
Now, yeah,
Yeah.
fact. Yeah.
Kylie,
Kai is still, he,
I mean, if Klay somehow turns it around, you can put them back in there, but it's still gonna be it's a far first place compared to everybody else.
yeah, for sure. So Mavs are currently 6th in the league in offensive rating, 21st in defensive rating. How can they work around their defensive
See,
issues?
here you go. See that right there? That's what fucked Bucks up. Right? They was second in offensive rating, like 19th in defense. You see where their ass is at now? 14-12. Trying to work on their defense. Keep doing you, dog. Keep doing you, dog. Don't worry about that defensive rate bullshit they keep talking about. All right? Don't do that.
I've never seen a game won with the score 0-0. I'll just say that. You got to get some buckets. You got to score some points.
Yeah, what place is Dallas in?
They're sixth right now.
And then who's in fifth?
Fifth is the Clippers, I believe. Oh, no, Pelicans.
Pelicans and Clippers 4-5.
So they would.
They keep swapping.
They would play 3.
3 is
The Timberwolves.
Timberwolves.
Currently.
that would be. I can see Dallas getting them out of here.
Yeah, I mean, they small ball fucks up Rudy.
Like I can
Rudy,
see,
yeah, you have to sit Rudy.
Like I can see
Cat
them.
out, too.
Yep, Cat out too, so Cat can't go to the 5.
How long
so.
is Cal for?
That's what I can see Dallas
year.
getting them up out of
Oh,
here.
he's out for the season.
Yeah.
He's trying to make it come.
He does.
Not with them, man, listen.
not-
I hope he
that's
don't.
not
try to-
official, not
hope he
how they
don't try to-
reported.
Not with them 23s.
But that's a perfect team. But that's
I'm going right at that leg. I'm going.
what I
Let
said.
me see you turn
that's
that
the
big ass
perfect team for the
That's what I said,
Clippers
yo.
and
Dallas.
Dallas, because they play small ball. Since Rudy is their big, now Nas Reeves had to play the 5. So you take Rudy, you take that defense out.
Well, Nas has been playing the 5.
He's not the
But,
defensive player.
yeah,
But he's not the
He not-
defensive
yeah,
player.
I know, I
Rudy
get it.
is.
But he still can hold his own.
Yeah, but he gets
still,
buckets.
It changed the dynamics, to Gil's point.
Because you lose two All-Stars.
Yeah, they got to guard Nas too, though. I'm saying out there. Yeah, he's.
But it's more they care about the defense. and
No,
stuff.
for sure,
Like,
for sure.
We ain't got to worry about the shot blocker down there.
So you think that's a favorable matchup for him? So shouldn't worry about the defensive issues. Just keep getting buckets.
I mean, on the West, who's a great defensive team?
Nah, I don't know, but it don't matter.
Right? I mean, that's what I said. Suns.
Because good luck in the playoff series.
That's what I said. Suns are struggling. Clippers ain't playing D like that. Minnesota is probably the best defensive
Minnesota,
team.
top defensive team in the league right now.
And then they lost
Thunder,
two players.
Thunder fifth, Pelicans sixth.
Teach people how to care or play defense at the end of the season. It's not.
What is Denver?
Ooh, that's a 10th right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just
10th,
looking.
right? That's what I said. Last year they won a championship. Were they in the middle of the road?
I think during the season, but then they picked it up in the playoffs. I think they were like 15th.
Yeah, 15th.
Had the lowest defensive rating, I want to say, for a champion like the last, 18 years, but you're able to pick it up.
Well, you got to equalize. That defensive rating shit don't matter.
Yeah.
Because when you can throw the ball to 15 in the half court, goddamn it, and now you can throw the ball to fucking 77 and fucking 11. Hey, good luck.
Do.
Good luck in the playoff series with trying to guard Kyrie and fucking Luka game in, game out. Good luck.
But for you guys, how much is the emphasis on defense in the playoffs? Does it increase, or is it really just focused
Just
on?
attention to detail because everybody running the same
Yeah.
sets, man. Like, you ain't changing plays.
You're not changing plays in the playoffs.
Like you're not changing plays, so it's attention to details. It's attention, like, certain things you not, like, if we didn't top block this during the regular season, during the playoffs, we gonna fucking top block it and make you go out the back door. We're not letting you come off the double, right?
Yep.
It's just little things like that. If we guard the pick and roll like this, and y'all had success, we gonna guard it like that in the playoff series, and then make adjustments from there. It's just, we're not gonna guard it the same way, we're not gonna play it the same way. Each and every game, some coaches make adjustments game in, game out. Some stubborn, some they win or lose game one. It's a minor adjustment. Or we just gonna tweak this. Or we gonna add a different player in the lineup instead of tweaking the whole fucking system for the next game.
Is that where the coaching really comes into play and they're able to now distinguish themselves? You get to see the good, great coaches versus the guys who.
A lot of film.
Coaching and just, it's detail. Okay, so like we see in the last 10 games of the Lakers, right? Who are they game planning for here, right? To win these games, back to back, like they're playing Grizzlies, right? Tonight, right? They're gonna go through shoot around probably right before the game starts. Like, what detail are they doing? So it's all the principle that you learn from the beginning. Shooters will hard show, get back to your own, or if these two guys come together, we'll switch it, right? If it's on the sideline, you got your basic principles of, what you're gonna play defensively. When it's the playoffs, you're going at certain players. Like, it's, all right, listen, when this player has it on the side, we're gonna play him straight up. Because this JJ Redick is coming off the right, right? We're gonna push him, force him to come off his left side, right? Because he don't want to shoot coming off that side, right? If he's on this side, just let him come straight up. So you're really breaking down player to player, and we know, okay, Brandon wants to come this way and shoot his shot. When he goes this way, he's gonna only drive, right? Those where the details come in from. That's why I said regular season really don't matter. That's just your confidence yourself. Other than that, it's playoffs is really just
Intensity.
who can execute the best offensively and defensively.
Yeah, imposing your will on your opponent offensively and defensively, right? And that's why rotations are shorter in the playoffs, because you can't play people who you can't depend on that's going to execute the game plan, right? No matter what a guy did during the regular season, man, God dude was balling shit. He get in the playoff shit. You paying 6 minutes, like, hey, you can't depend on him, right? I'm gonna put you in 2 minutes a quarter, get somebody a spot, and hey, that's just what it is at this time of year. Or some coaches burn timeouts, like shit. Hey, I
Can't sub. Sit down.
damn sub, shit. I'm gonna burn these timeouts, right? Just that's a strategy some coaches use.
No, it makes sense.
I can't depend on certain guys. Like, it's just, people wonder all the time, man, like, nah, there you. Intelligence is a real thing in sports. Like, it's you can run and jump and you fast and all that shit, but hey.
Playoffs where basketball IQ, you would say, really comes into play.
That's
we talk about all the time.
What's so funny is you don't get paid in the playoffs like you do in regular season. No, like you get your whatever your contract is. That's the 82 games. Playoffs is the playoff bonuses, but that's where the smarter players get really paid. Like a dude, like you can average 10 in the regular season. Your average 20 in the playoff series. Shit, your ass went from $5 million a year to 15, like that, because playoffs is designed for the star players. So if you have a star player quality, it's going to turn on in the playoffs. That's why Jimmy Butler's rating goes so much higher in the playoffs.
Because I get to see you at least 4 times, and I get to impose my will on you each and every day. Because once I get the best of you 2 games, more than likely I got your number. Especially in the playoff series.
And you see that happen in real time.
Yeah, in real time. Like sometimes it's the first game. It depends on how the first game go. But more than likely it's 2 games. Now, if I come out there and I impose my will on you, defensive or offensively, you can tell. That third game is going to be
mentally you got him.
It's so and that's why y'all was surprised, like we second round sweep, Eastern Conference sweep when I was with Nets. We came out there the first game like, oh, we got y'all. And we did, I think we won the first 2 in Detroit.
Ooh, the first one in Detroit.
First 2 was in Detroit.
Oh, when y'all swept them?
Yeah, the first 2 was in Detroit, I believe. And then went home, and so it was some shit like, so it's like.
At that point, you know it's.
Yeah, it's a wrap. We finna kick y'all ass. Like, this is, the individual matchups is, you've been there, man. This is regular season I was busting your ass, but now I get to see you 4 straight times.
4 straight times.
And good luck.
All right, let's keep this moving. Warriors were in desperate need of a win to keep their playing hopes alive on the road against the Heat on Tuesday night. Klay Thompson showed that he still has some splash left in the tank. Klay made his first start since March 13th. Gave us a vintage performance, dropping 28 points. He was 11 for 20 from the field, 6 for 14 from 3 in the win.
Okay, but we'll call real fouls as Klay running with Pajemski. He's got Klay as the trail. Now his feet are set.
That's why the Warriors playing better on the road than at home this season, but bodes well for them as they got a heavy slate of road games to wrap up the year.
11 of 19, 6 of 13 on threes.
As they try to hold off the Rockets from taking that 10th and final playing spot. So after the game, Steve Kerr said he put Klay back in the Warriors starting lineup to add more spacing, but also noted the move isn't necessarily permanent. But with starting Klay for the rest of the season, give the Warriors their best shot at securing another playoff run.
I mean, what the fuck is he doing over there?
Brandon, you don't seem to be particularly enthused with the rationale behind it.
I mean, it's not permanent. I mean, so what? Like, what is he trying to find? He ain't got shit. He ain't got shit. Like, what are we trying to figure out? Like, what are we trying to...
You didn't have to say that.
Like, what are we trying to... It's not permanent. You might as well just keep playing him. You ain't got nothing. At least he shoot the ball. At least, you know, I don't. Like, what are you talking about?
Just a mental thought. Like, you telling the media that this ain't permanent. Like, now I'm mentally still thinking about, I can possibly be put back on the bench. Like, it's just some shit you just, you know, playing great. We gon', you know.
Just say you don't
well right now.
Yeah, just say you don't want to play in the playing game or whatever. Just say you want to just have the season be over at this point. Like, god damn.
Yeah, the mental.
You're starting to like Phil Jackson now.
It's too much.
Just playing mental games. Just
too much.
throwing the shit out there. Yeah. Figure it out.
And figure it out. All right. And you might bench him tomorrow. Like, wait, hold on.
Like what?
Like, nigga, like I can read, dog. I can read what you said.
Dumb. Just dumb.
Media's gonna ask him, yeah, coach said, you know, this ain't permanent. You had a good
Like,
game
what do
today.
y'all want him to say to that? If
This
they
ain't
do ask
permanent.
him.
So yeah, I'm Klay. I'm gonna just stay ready.
Yeah.
All right.
He's gonna give the right answer, the polite answer. Really.
But I knew the Warriors. I knew the Warriors were gonna have a terrible year though when they picked up Clifford. So I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was going downhill.
State Farm agent?
Yeah, man.
Clifford.
I knew that shit was going downhill. We told y'all.
I'm weak.
Told y'all from the jump.
Clifford. I was like, who that?
Called him Clifford.
Who's that? Got it. Got it now.
Just had to take his ass over there. Go somewhere else. Go to SAC.
Move around.
Yeah, just keep moving around.
Just move around like the young kids say. But obviously, Klay, integral part of the Warriors dynasty. You know, a vet. How important is it as a vet to stay locked in and ready in situations like this when you got a coach playing with your emotions?
I mean, it's very important because they ain't re-signing him, right?
He has a bag on the line too.
You know, I think that's what they trying to mentally play with him. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, because the bag and
value him a bit, which I don't think is fair.
It's
like it's one of those like I feel like it's one of those like, all right, yeah, you did what you did for us, thank you. Now you can like, you know, you can go on if you want. Like you know, like this is here.
It's that type of shit where you fuck with him right now because you know if he ball out, we're gonna have to pay him. Fuck with him right now, sign him, and then next year play his ass 32 minutes. Yeah, go and do you. Go back to doing you. And he out there
Now they got you for the discount? Yeah.
Get you for the discount. They do that. Get you for the discount, right? But, you know, just like any shooter or someone that's, you know, that has standards and we put them at this level of who they're supposed to be, you know, just to see him smiling again after he's hitting shots is, you know, it's like, all right. I mean, we just want to see, like, hoopers. We want to see hoopers hooping, right? You know, if it's up to us, we want the defensive players getting all the blocks they can possibly get, all the scorers getting all the scoring they can possibly get, that just really have, like, great games so we can evaluate everybody off their greatness. Like, I want to see, like, scores that's 180, and the defensive players that defended, which is weird because how?
It don't have to make sense.
180.
Like, he got 12 blocks, 20 rebounds. You know what I mean? It's like you just want the game to be played such at a perfect level that, you know, when someone's struggling, you're like, wow, come on, dog. Just like I be in there, like hit this shot, now defend that shot, hit this shot. He's getting the best of you. Stop him right now.
Mm-hmm. Go back and forth. Yeah.
Warriors got 3 games left on the road trip. They're at the Magic tonight. Then they head to Charlotte to play the Hornets. Then they got the Spurs in San Antonio on Sunday.
Those 3 easy wins.
And it's 3 easy
Those
wins.
3 easy
Magic one's going to be a, you know, it's a gettable win,
yeah.
but
yeah.
But I think those other 2.
They need them.
They need them.
Houston ain't fucking around.
But do you feel they're going to play games with Klay, or is it now time? Our backs are against the wall.
They have no one, dog. There's nobody on that sideline that he should be playing against. Like it's like Draymond is the 5 right now, and that's what it is. They took Looney out and said, "All right, Klay, come on." Right. So unless they're playing against a big team, I think
Brandon Podziemski has been getting a lot of that run in Klay's place.
Yeah.
It's at the point now.
I mean, there's a chance that they don't make the play-in.
Mm-hmm. Rockets are surging. Mm-hmm.
There's a very good chance that they don't make the play-in.
But I mean,
they got a game at Houston on April 4th that I feel like will be very, very, very.
I mean, you know, Houston's a team that you're like, They're playing hot right now, but they're still young, inexperienced. So
Yeah.
they're the ones that can drop games.
Cause Sengun out still.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now if the Rockets mess around and win that game, then it's like, all right, well, things are going to get serious. But we also got to talk about another part of the game, questionable moment that happened as well involving Draymond Green.
This is watch this replay here.
Holding.
Watch what he does to
Draymond Green and Patty Mills got into a little entanglement.
Another European.
They're going to review that.
He is Australian. Oi, oi, oi.
Another Euro. Yes.
What?
The play was reviewed. Draymond was given a common foul. Do you agree with the refs giving Draymond a common foul?
Everything
on that
looks
play?
worse in slow motion.
That's a very
it's just
common
common
foul.
for him to choke out Europeans now. So it's common. It's just, there's another one. There's another one.
If you got a green card, you're going to get this green
I
card.
think if he actually would have got his neck, they would have probably did it. But when you slow it down, you can see that he's holding, but right when it got close to the neck, he released.
No,
And they was like, damn, almost got you, boy. Almost got your black ass. but he let go at the right time. Patty Mills sold it. He tried to sell it.
Is that growth in Draymond now? Are we saying,
Nah, that was just that was just Patty Mills.
Another Euro.
Patty Mills moved at the right time. Looking back like, damn, I almost had him. I should have just put my neck a little bit forward.
Man.
So let's keep this thing moving now. Lexi, I'm over here looking at you. I noticed that your wrist looking a little lonely.
I know, all y'all got cute little watches.
Well, did you notice these Aura watches that we have? Well, guess what? We made the call.
Yay.
We missed you. We want to welcome you back.
Yeah.
Get you a little gift.
Yay.
Shout out to Aura. Lacey got the Aura watch now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn. It's good. What camera, damn it?
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Baller.
She's cute. What color did
Luxury.
y'all get? Kind of matches yours. Yeah. I try to get like a girly looking one.
Is that a girly looking one to you?
Compared to the rest of them, yeah. I thought so.
Look.
Might be a little too big.
No, you good. Work with it.
It's definitely
Work
too
with it.
big.
Or
Couple links taken out.
gonna work with you.
Some links out.
It's pretty though. I do
Stun
like
on 'em.
it. It's
Stun on 'em.
cute, but dang.
So do you want a high quality luxury watch without the luxury price?
Hold on, let me see yours, bro. Because yours is sagging too.
What?
Oh, I thought yours was sagging.
Gotta get that
you
wrist
got a
game
saggy
right.
one too.
That's
It's
how
nice.
Yeah.
that's how the young kids do nowadays, Gil. All right. Baggy is back. Do you want a high quality luxury watch without the luxury price tag? Then you need an Aura watch. And since you know we love to give our fans a plug, Gil's Arena has an exclusive deal available throughout March Madness. You can get $100 off watches from Aura by using our special promo code. All you got to do is go to aura.watch/Gil's Arena. That's Aura, AURA.watch/Gil's Arena. Use the code GIL. So you'll notice the FKM straps on the watch. There are 18 colors to choose from, and they're interchangeable with all watches. Plus, they're durable, so you can work out in them if that's your thing. There's no limit to how many watches you can get with the discount code, so you can get them for your family, your friends, your special work, whoever else needs one. Special work deserves Aura watch. I got you a special work. I got you an Aura watch. Again, visit aura.watch/Gil's Arena to get that $100 discount. And as I told you last time we did a Aura segment, if you're gonna get 4 watches, get them individually because you get $100 off each time you use the Gil promo code. Save yourself some bread, get yourself right throughout March Madness. Shout out to Aura. The check has cleared. God is good. So now we're gonna do a special Aura countdown. Question of the day. We're gonna put 3 minutes on the clock. Hope you can adhere to those time constraints.
Change them.
We can make it
Change them
smaller.
out.
So question for the couches, who is the most dangerous team currently in the play-in? So in the East, we got the Heat, Sixers, Bulls, and Hawks. And in the West, we got the Kings, Suns, Lakers, and Warriors. Who is the most dangerous team currently in the play-in? Let's get this clock going.
Each conference?
Or just
Overall?
Okay, so Eastern Conference, we'll go Eastern Conference first.
Heat.
Heat?
Yep.
Heat.
Yeah. The Heat.
West?
Phoenix.
West, we got the Kings, Suns, Lakers, and Warriors right now.
I'm going to go Kings.
Kings.
You think the Kings are the most dangerous team?
Lakers.
Lakers.
In the West?
I'm going Phoenix.
Just Kings, Suns, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Warriors.
Going Phoenix.
I'm going Lakers.
Phoenix, Lakers. Lexi, why you say Phoenix?
They're just too dangerous offensively. They're going to get it together. They have to get it together. They're competitors. KD's won championships. D-Book wants one. And I think Bradley Beal just has to stay healthy. But I think they have too many weapons on that team for it to be easy for a team to beat them in a series.
Gil, why do you think Lakers?
Lakers because they got LeBron James.
LeBron James
in that Laker uniform, because if they don't make it in the playoff, what's the name? That means all the TNT ain't got shit to talk about. They got Skip Bayless and Paul Pierce, undisputed. They don't got shit to talk about. So for them to have their ratings, they need LeBron James. All of YouTube who don't like LeBron James, they money goes down, down, down. So they need LeBron James in there. It's just an economy thing, man.
So LeBron is feeding families, whether you love him or hate him.
Feeding a lot of
he's feeding a lot of just the titles alone. If he ain't in there, that's weeks of no pay.
Yeah.
The only positive, the Lakers not making the playoffs.
I'm serious, dog.
He feeding a lot of people.
He feeding a lot of people, man, on both sides of the field.
Yep.
Whether you love the Lakers or you hate talking about the Lakers, while you're talking about the Lakers, you are still talking about the Lakers.
Yep.
Getting that bread. But if the Lakers did not make the playoffs, we'd get some more Mind the Game podcasts with LeBron, so that would,
That would be cool for him to do that in the
But
playoffs.
we may be out of work if he keeps doing that, according to some. But not Underdog Fantasy. Who loves us? Make sure you download the app. Use promo code GIL. They'll match your first deposit up to $100. So, Ken, you said the Sacramento Kings, most dangerous team currently in the play-in. Why do you feel like the Kings are the most dangerous team?
Mike Brown.
Great coach. Great coach.
He's a good coach. He's a good coach in the playoffs.
Mike Brown.
That should be a name. Mike Brown.
And they're young. They don't know no better, man. They get in, like whoever they play in the play-in game, they're just going to go out and hoop. They defend. Mike Brown, a hell of an adjuster, man.
Took the Warriors to 7 last year. Had a generational 50-piece from Steph. It seems like they're ready to
experience. Yeah, they wasn't really a 3C last year. So,
No.
I'm gonna go Miami.
Brandon, you go with them?
Just never know with Spokes.
We're on the West Coast, dog.
No, he said any team. He said any team, right?
Oh, niggas got buzzers now? Look at us.
Damn.
I said any team currently, East or West, currently in the plan. You went with the Miami Heat. But, I mean, if the Heat happen to face the Bucks, that's going to be a little...
Yeah, they Spokes and his...
We will be doing Gil's Arenas shows live from Miami.
What's funny is they want the Bucks. That's the bad part. They're probably the only team that really want the Bucks. Like, yeah,
Somebody tell Underdog,
it's a different
get the
team,
plane.
though.
Yeah. It's a different, yeah.
Even because this team, just current Bucks team and Heat team, okay, if they do play, this situation we wouldn't have been talking about that if Bucks had Dame last year. Right? Giannis get hurt, so I don't think Miami want to see them, to be honest with you.
Any chance he can make a Cinderella run again like they did last season to the final?
No.
They lost a lot of good pieces that helped them, but they do have Tyler Hero back.
Which still lost those pieces, though.
But they still lost some. They lost some like hungered pieces.
Yeah,
So.
and the Celtics got much better.
I mean,
Yeah.
Miami got them out of there last year.
Mitchell Robinson coming back from the Knicks, man. Listen, I know what you say about him.
The Knicks?
Be a tough out, man.
I would not be surprised if the Knicks.
They second round they out. Because second round is Boston.
Ooh.
That's you know what I mean. That's who they have in the second round.
But play
who can?
The Knicks can catch Milwaukee.
For our resident Knicks fan, would you rather have
Y'all don't want to see Giannis and Dame in there.
Bucks at the 2-3? Think the Knicks have a better chance of beating the Bucks than beating the Celtics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Knicks fans across the country.
To the Knicks fans out there.
They had a better chance against Milwaukee than they do.
To get to the Eastern Conference Final, I think that they could put a special run together. I feel
because of Doc.
Everything go back to Doc. I think our talent alone could just...
No, what I'm saying is if Brunson tear their ass up in like a pick and roll situation, he can do the same situation the whole time. Doc won't change to it. It's not like he gonna trap his ass.
No, they gonna put Malik Beasley. They put Malik Beasley on.
Yeah, it don't matter. But it's the same pick and roll.
He ain't tall enough.
You know what I mean?
Malik?
Nah.
Was like 6'3".
He's not tall enough to guard Jalen Brunson.
If I'm
I get it. You move, but not.
If I'm guarding Brunson in the playoffs, I'm putting Giannis on him.
Yeah, I saw
Giannis, just stay on him.
high school the other day.
You putting Giannis on Brunson?
I'll put Giannis on Brunson.
That motherfucker's tough. Oof, y'all bad.
Because he's learned how to get his shot off on anyone his size or at least 3 to 4 inches taller, right? So anyone from 6'8" to 5'10", he gonna fuck them up. So that ain't he's sitting there. That's lunch meat because he knows when he's gonna shoot, right? So I'm putting somebody 6'11" that's long. Yo, just keep one hand up. Just he ain't gonna really beat you to the basket because he's not athletic. So just stay one arm up and just run around with the little dude the whole time.
Stay down on
Stay down. You don't need to jump because you don't need to block him. You know what I mean? My thing is I don't need you to block his shot.
And then I'll put Pat Bev too, just to.
No, I'm not putting Pat Bev. He gonna
just
get
a little bit.
Nah, he gonna. That's his game.
94.
No, that's his game right there. That rough.
He gonna get Pat ass right in front.
He gonna sit there and bump with him, then release.
Pat ass. He gonna come fake.
That's his game right there.
One hard foul.
No, what I'm saying is, but that's what he wants.
He don't mind that.
He don't mind. That's what he said. That's what Brunson wants. He wants that gritty basketball.
College player.
Yeah, that sit there, bounce
4 years,
hit you.
Play 4 years in college. He want that half.
Yeah, he want that.
That bump you hold. Yeah, let's get that.
Hold and grab, and he know how to play all. Yeah, that's what he want.
Hey, can we?
You gotta treat him like Zebo style. Zebo wants you to try to use your strength. He gonna slide out of it, hit the little shot, bounce you, wait for you to hit him. Oh, dude, he gonna play that game with you. He gonna get him in foul trouble, pick him up full. Nah.
Can we clip this off and send it to the New York media, please? Gil saying tons of positive things about Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks.
Hell of a basketball.
It's a new day here on Gil's Arena presented by Under. We've come a long way, Gil, in the past few months.
Yeah.
Oh, I said Nick suck. I didn't say he did.
Just saying.
There's a difference.
I recall at one point you walked off the set a few months ago, hurt my feelings. I was trying to say nice things about the New York Knicks so we can get our bag out there. As the New York. Working on it. Still working. It's a work in progress. Got some Timbs coming. Will not choke them too tight. So let's keep it moving. On another episode of LeBron and JJ Redick's Mind the Game pod, which dropped on Wednesday, LeBron took issue with all the bag talk going on nowadays.
Everyone now, it's a narrative of this thing called, I have a bag, or he doesn't have a bag. It bothers the fuck out of me. Everyone thinks just because you get a favorable matchup that it means it's one-on-one time. Let's play ones. That's all you hear the kids talk about now. You wanna play ones? You wanna play ones? What the fuck is this? This is not Jordan versus Bird, Nintendo. Like, it's 5-on-5. And yes, if you have an opportunity to have a favorable matchup and you can beat your man, but realize something. Most great teams are going to send help. And can you make the right reads? Can you make the right reads? Can you instill confidence in your teammates to when you've scored twice on that favorable matchup? Do you know that the double is coming? And you have to see it either coming from the tilt on the baseline or from the fire from the nail. You have to be ready for that. And it takes time for guys. And some guys don't want to learn and won't learn because they just want to play ones.
I like that.
Like when the definitions come up?
Yeah.
We'll need that.
I like
We'll
that.
need that.
I thought he was talking about money.
Very detailed. No.
So did I.
Because he said bag. The whole time I thought he was talking about money.
Because that's what the Instagram.
Yeah, bagless bag.
You got a bag.
Keep saying that. But I thought
These
you
guys
were
talk
talking about
about these skilled players with the bag and how good they are because they have this
I thought he was
elite
talking about
package of doing a whole bunch of nothing.
obviously when you started talking.
It's social media.
That's why getting the whole clip is necessary. Or watching the whole
Right, because imagine if someone didn't watch that and they're like, Ron mad at people.
Getting money. That's what I thought. Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh, okay. So he's talking about. So he said it wrong.
He's talking about your
No. He said it right
bag.
because that's how they talk about like Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole bag is phenomenal.
They talk about how Giannis has a bagless bag.
And Giannis has no bag is the general discourse, even though
Kyrie bag crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
It's like aloha, several different meanings.
I love
Is
that.
having a bag important, or has it become an overrated thing within the basketball discourse?
It's overrated because the people who came up with it wasn't NBA players, wasn't the people who got a bag. Right? It's not them saying what they have. It's that whole thing of skill, like the definitions that's coming for into the game is coming from people who haven't played the game, who's not in the game, they're just watching it, and they're coining it, right? And then it becomes overused and overrated, right? So it's like, this person has a bag, this person doesn't, and it's like, who gets buckets, dog?
Who makes plays?
Like, you can do 57 moves, dog, and score 2 points. By the time you scored, I done went down 3 times. I got 60 or 2. Exerting too much energy to score. That's what you exerting too much energy to get a fucking regular ass bucket, dog.
2 points is 2 points.
2 points. Yeah.
But I just think about the nasties when talking about the bag. That just the sham guy to the
Hey, I be wanting to say, because he be giving so much positive energy, man, I don't want to tell him like, yo, when you get in the game, play basketball, dog. Right. Maybe you would get in the game a lot more if you just went in and played regular hoop, right? Versus trying to come in there and be a highlight reel, like come in and get a layup or 2.
Can that man get a sham god on?
But that's what I'm saying. He comes in.
It's entertaining.
But the internet created that for him, so now he feel like they've been talking about. So now he feel like he gotta do it.
You wonder why?
Like you know what I'm saying? It's the internet. They be talking.
That's
now he
the
gotta.
bag that Bron speaks of. Now,
they talk about it.
Somebody gives him props for doing it, right? Mm-hmm. Now everybody, oh well, shit, I'm finna go in my bag. Like, no.
They disrespect his brother. They say Giannis has no bag. He's trying to put on for the.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Every time we see him play, what are we watching? 4 minutes in a game. Every time he touches it, he wants to do some fancy, and I'm like, oh, like you play hard. You look like you know how to play the game, right? If you just went in and played regular basketball, I probably can put you in the second quarter and third. But I'm afraid that if I put you in a regular time of the game, you might do this.
No,
and that'd be the thing. That'd be the thing when I be sitting them. I'm like, I wish someone just tell me, yo, just.
Oh, here you go.
Just play.
Yeah, but
just score.
I appreciate LeBron like being honest and like candid, like just him being him. Because people think he's not supposed to speak and talk a certain way and use certain verbiage and certain things. Like, I'm happy to see that and hear that.
Yeah.
Right? That he's still that person who is from Akron, right? Because people get jaded, man. People lose touch and he don't succumb to what people want him to be or want him to behave or talk how his speech is. So I appreciate that.
I like that he uses like real basketball terminology. Yeah, they put it at the bottom. But he's not like dumbing down the conversations for like more engagement or for other things. He's just like talking hoops, which I think is missing in the basketball space. I think we provide it, and now.
Yeah. Gil's Arena present by Underdog Fantasy.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous we didn't come up with the definition thing though.
That shit cool.
Yeah, that shit hot. Yeah.
Because no.
They fucking up in the back.
No, the reason is because we're not pre.
Yeah, we're not pre-taped.
The pre-tape we can add it in there. Not
True.
Yeah,
This live.
Yeah.
So
I'm
this
with
live. We 18,000.
We are
I'm with you
live
now.
and direct.
Hey,
We 20,000 live.
Hey, facts.
We good over here.
If you
But
notice
it's still a good.
But we already have the new one coming though.
We got
free game.
Free
baby.
game, and now
Free game.
So we're ahead of the curve. In
Already
that
been in
regard.
the works, ladies and
Like
gentlemen.
So we're ahead of the curve in that regard. Absolutely.
Yeah, even when they did when he was talking about the baseline, when the baseline guy is coming off, side out of bounds, and he's like, why this guy doesn't go 1, 2, and then switch out? And then I text him. I was like, you already know what that is, because coaches are stupid, and they've never played the game, and he started laughing, like, yeah. Because it's one of those things, like, yo, wouldn't it be easier for me to catch this guy? And then, my guy just runs back to the baseline guy. It's like the players are like, yo, this would be easier. 1, 2, knowing that this guy's coming off, I can stop that pass, versus if this guy got hit coming across, we can stop giving up this shot because he's already in motion. My guy whoever's guarding him can just run back to the baseline and block it up.
Yeah.
And, but they didn't get to show the plays so you can see how it's done.
I mean, obviously the show is going. I'm sure they'll start incorporating all that stuff.
It's
But
cool.
Gil's Arena, Gil, you have been doing breakdowns for a while now, going to the court.
You know what I don't think people really do a great job at is you can ask him, you can ask someone like Pat Bev, right? Ask someone like PJ Tucker, right? Ask Kenyon. let's say you have my number, or you stopped me that day, and I went 3 for 20. I'll ask the dude, like, hey man, what was my telltale sign? What was I doing wrong? A great defensive player who really care about the game itself, they'll tell you. Every time you came off, you dipped, and when you dipped, I know you was picking the ball up. So when you dipped, I went into your space, right? Like, all right, bet. Now I can learn how to create without the dip. So next time I see him, if I get the best of him, he's done seen something else, so he knows the next time. Like it's teaching your own, right? I don't think offensive players go to the defensive players and ask them like, yo, when you the 2 times you got my number, what you looking at? Like, what's my telltale sign? I seen PJ Tucker and Kevin Durant going back and forth, right? And Kevin Durant's like, yo, stop playing football, play regular basketball, stop me the regular way. And PJ did. Like, really, like, changed how he guarded him. And then he stopped him 2 times, and Kevin Durant was like, there you go. Like, it's like that updated information for both sides to get better. And I don't think a lot of offensive players really, like, go to defensive players and ask them.
But does that work both ways? Like, as a defensive player, are you having those conversations with offensive guys, or?
Has anybody ever asked you? No, see?
And would you give them that information if they did ask?
Yeah.
Like, it's a thing. Like, I want to know, like, what are you seeing? Because for some reason, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Dan, you put the chair on me 4 times. Like, what are you feeling? He'll be like, yo, I feel that soon as you're getting ready to hit, I can feel a hitch. And as soon as I feel that hitch, I back up.
But you be able to tell, like, the difference between someone, like, stopping you or you having, like, an off night. Like, you be able to tell that before you go reach out to the defensive player, right?
Yeah, you can tell, but it goes over. Like, I remember asking Dante Jones when Dante Jones gave me the 3, and like, yo, dog, what was I doing? It's like every time you're getting ready to, like, go, I can see the twitch. So as soon as you're getting ready to go and you're about to, like, dip down, I'm just gonna slide over knowing you don't have that same power. You used all your power to try to get by me. Like, fuck.
Yeah, like, so my thing was that, I don't know why people, like, a lot of post defensive guys, for years, I've always watched people play post defense wrong. Like, just, so I switch mine up. I put my hand on your hip, on whichever side you're on the baseline, and I can feel your movements. If you're getting ready to go, I release. So if you're going middle, I ain't got to. I know I can get that easy. But I can feel your movements, because you can't, so nobody ever caught on to it, right? Like, just say I'm playing Kevin Garnett, like, he can't go right shoulder if he playing me. Just can't. And that's his move. He gonna go, and no. I'm taking it away every time. He never asked me, like, what am I doing to, I'm gonna make you go this way every time, bro.
Yeah.
Because no matter what I gotta do, you know I'm sitting over there. I'm got my hand here, my hand. You gonna come, because I know you're right shoulder shooter. That's your comfortable spot. And nobody, he never like that. Well, what am I? Like, never.
What is my telltale sign? No one ever asked. That's and I remember you, like, with Bron, you ask him, he'll tell you. What was the tell? Like, that's what I said, the elite, the students will tell you, because they want you to get better so they can get better.
Absolutely, yeah. No, iron sharpens iron.
And the sign of a good defender is not holding someone to 0 points. It's making your offensive player do something that they don't want to do.
Uncomfortable, man.
And sometimes they're going to make those shots, but that's not the shot they wanted to take.
Yeah. We made it. I'm gonna pat you on your ass and tell you good shot. Good. That's me. Like, I'll tell you in a minute. You make some shit.
Good fucking shot.
Good fucking shot, dude. God damn, boy, that was tough. Like, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I ain't the one that's going like, no, because I know I made you earn that bucket.
Facts.
Every possession, right? Every single possession. If I'm guarding somebody, you earn that fucking bucket if you got one. So you made that, hey man, shit.
There are moments as a defender, though, and this is always, when people watch, right, somebody misses a shot, they think that's good defense. So there are moments where you might have a defensive lapse and the guy just misses the shot, and in your head you're thinking, like,
oh, it's I
got a break, but yeah, exactly.
It's fool's goal, both ways. It goes both ways.
It goes both ways.
It goes both ways. That's a horrible fucking shot and it goes in, right? Now you think you made that motherfucker, you don't come down and shoot the net, like, no, that was a horrible fucking right? Like, no. You know you know. Trust me.
But that's what ends up happening too. A dude did something, like got him with a good move, right? And he thought it was good because it got through, and then he tried the same, smacked it, got it done, got you again, and he was like, oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How much for you is that just even playing chess? Like,
oh, for me, it's always.
Yeah, messing with guys' heads, making them think that that's going to be there.
Yeah, no, it's always. Like, Gil, no, man, I'm going to pull a chair on you. Like, certain guys, I might not do it the first time we play you. I might not, I'm going to get you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going to be strong, I'm going to be fighting with you. Like, this nigga trying to be extra strong with me. He's trying to be, well, now you in way and be all coming out the next time, nigga, the first time. Woo, oh, Lord. What? Hey, man, you need some help up? Man, listen, hey, we'll pull the chair the fuck on you in a minute, bro. Like, hey, in this day and age, I would do it. Listen, I would have fun in this day and age. I would have a blast, because these niggas dumb. I watch basketball now, these young niggas dumb.
What's the solution? I mean, we say that, we talk about basketball IQs being at some of the lowest that they've been in the history of the game, but what is the solution if we really want, steel to sharpen steel, and we want this next generation of young guys to come in and be intelligent? Like, what's the solution to fix it? Because obviously, I don't know if it's AAU or whatever's going on.
Not having high school basketball coaches like Andre Chevalier.
God damn. God damn.
But, I mean, does it start?
Pew.
Shit.
And not even to that point, but even at the youth level, man, you start to see it, and you see the bad habits.
We got kids,
6, 7, 8 young.
We coach kids, 6 and 7, 9. You see it now. It's bad habits early on. It's coaches that don't know what to look for, how to coach a kid, how to help a kid get better, how to be honest with certain. It's a domino effect, right? And it starts early, and then these same coaches move on, and they coach in different ages of kids, and now you got the AAU circuit where it's just about the shoes, and I got 2 5-star guys, and just about them too, and there's no stop. Let's do what Gilbert's doing, right? Footwork, ball. There's no slow down with this shit.
Yeah.
How can you get as good as you're going to get individually? What is your skill set? What is it? And it needs to be that. Let's slow everybody down. Let's start teaching the fundamentals of the game, right? And if it's that, it goes a long way, man. You start them early. Repetition becomes habit, man. Shooting, ball handling, defense, moving your feet, if you work on it enough,
you're going to get better.
You get better at it. I ain't saying you're going to be the best, the greatest, but you get better at it. And it starts early. It starts early, man. Like, whatever age, sports, whatever it is, if your child wants to do it and play it, start them with the fundamentals of just like all that. Don't, because you want your kid to be successful, you put them in the league so they get a fucking trophy. That's not teaching them anything.
Yeah. Worried about
in life and in sport, right?
But worried about the wins and losses, which is an important integral part as you get older.
As you get old, yeah.
But I'm like, this kid shooting a slingshot, he's gonna keep shooting that shit.
Who cares that you won 12?
Yeah,
12
not at all.
12 U tournaments, like that's great for the program.
But you see it at like 7, 8, 9. We got the best 8, 9. I mean, since we were coming, this kid's the best 11 and under in the country. It's like, cool, but where's he at now when he's 17, 18?
Same place he was, 11
You know, and I'm telling
his whole life was 11
He ain't grew.
You know, I'm telling people, listen, y'all take this youth basketball and shit way entirely too serious at this age, right? Help them develop, help them get better.
Y'all saw that video of that coach throwing the chairs?
Yeah, throwing the 10.
At the 10 and under?
The little babies.
Yeah, the 10 and under.
Kids. One of the kids was crying.
Oh, they came in second place?
I don't know what he was mad about, but he was throwing chairs, kicking chairs, yelling at his little kids.
His son got to be on the team.
But what are the parents?
His son got to be on the team.
See, but what are the parents saying? But what? See, my child wouldn't have been able to be on this team. Because nigga, you yell at my child that way, nigga, I'm gonna come see you.
But you know, coaches like that, they only yell at. That's why I said you can tell who his child is, because that's the only one crying.
His child.
Everybody
is
His
else
child was definitely the one crying.
I play for coaches like that.
But I'm gonna tell you,
they're not gonna yell at you. They're gonna yell at the.
No, but then you can't yell at other people. Hey man, you can't yell at people kids that way, dog. Like you can't yell at people kids that way, man. Like especially mine for sure. Like you want to coach him, you can coach him hard, but we come to the goddamn line, nigga, he 8.
Yeah. Because what's being yelled, right? That's what I mean.
He 8.
I don't be like, don't yell at your kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, at that
Not
age,
any of them.
Yeah,
at that age, it ain't doing nothing.
we need
for
your
'em.
shooter.
But you ain't doing nothing for him at that age. You ain't doing anything for him but go make him dislike the game.
Well, coach, at that age? Like
Just
at,
yelling at him.
at what age though?
8,
Like
8, 10, 11 years old, you ain't gonna
yelling.
hate
I mean, yelling.
Certain
yelling to
things?
the point where
Certain things?
missing free throws and layups. Like, listen.
I don't know. I mean, my coaches, I had tough coaches.
Okay, let me tell you this. It's
I
different
still
being
feel
a
you
tough
should-
coach.
you don't
So I
need
went to this.
Raise your voice at any.
So my daughter made the little AAU team, the all-star team at the rec. They made the coaches go to this clinic. Like if you got to be a coach, and they made you go to this clinic. I dreaded going. I'm like, this last fucking place I wanted to go on my fucking Tuesday, trust me. But
Coach Clinic?
Yeah, last place I wanted to be. But I go, and it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. And it was how to relate to the younger generation, what things to say, what not to do, how to go about it, and this, that, and the third. And what he was saying was, like, he asked the question, it was a scale on where do you want your players to be, whether it was calm, was this, and angry was over here, right? And the environment I grew up in, I volleyed it up so he can explain it. I'm like, well, it's 10, right? Angry, and like it's what we was taught. I get you mad, you play harder. That's the way we was taught, right? You want to be in the middle. You yelling at him and all that shit, like they ain't hearing nothing. It ain't registering. It might have worked for some because that's just the environment we grew up in. But nowadays you're dealing with, it's a different breed of child. Whether we want to realize it or not, it is, right? Your son respond different to things that you say than other people, right?
Yeah.
A coach can't yell at and say the same thing to him in the environment and get the same result. Because he's trying to, it needs to be a balance of certain positive reinforcement with it. When we growing up, it's, oh, you fucking suck, you soft, you ain't playing hard, then you get mad, and oh shit, you played better when you got mad. Like,
Yeah. That's
Technically,
No.
yeah.
yeah, but then you wonder why motherfuckers, like, you hold on to a certain shit, then you getting kicked out of games, certain, it's just, like, no, that shit my dad told me I need to play this way, like, but I'm like.
And it's only a few players that you'll come across that can turn it and use that energy to go, right? They have to, that means they're accepting that pressure. They're not listening to what you're saying, just the tone, and then they get to apply it. They're using that energy to apply it. That's one out of every fucking 50 kid that can do that, right? Yeah. So you have a AAU team and you got 12 kids, probably not one of them can, respond like that. Yeah. So, you're killing your whole team for no reason. Like you still need positive reinforcement, right? Mm-hmm. But and then there's real expectations. Like, come on, 8U to 12U. I done already calculated, 8, 9U. Yeah, we're gonna have 50 travels. We're gonna have 50 turnovers. Like if we get to the free throw line 20 times, we might make 5, right? Right? Yeah. You seeing,
But like it seems like the results are more important to the coaches and adults involved than like teaching the kids how to play basketball the right way. That doesn't.
They think wins and losses, right?
It's because you win a lot.
I don't know. The expectations was high for me at 11.
Yo, my son's 6 year old.
I mean, me too, but we were taught to play the right way.
6-year-old game. These parents had signs and shit at the game. Like they wasn't cheering against. They were trying to beat the coaches at the fucking game. Like, cause I'm an assistant coach. Like they wasn't worried. They just fucking everybody. It's loud as shit at the little 6-year-old game.
Yeah, I mean, I remember being really young, playing like 1 or 2 age groups older, and we were horrible. But we were being taught how to play the right way. So that was like 10, 11. We get to like 12, 13. We're playing these same 12, 13-year-olds that are now 14, 15. And now we're beating the shit out of them because we were taught how to play the right way. I mean, this little team I grew up with, I'm the only pro from that group. Like, that's the reality of the situation.
Yeah. I always go back to that Kobe squad where the girls coach and they got smacked by the team. Yeah. 1 year, next year, just the 100-point win.
It's about growth at that age.
Y'all didn't have AAU nationals?
Yeah.
Like 6, 7,
Cocoa
8
Beach.
Cocoa Beach. Like that was like 11, 12, 13. Like that was, the expectations was high.
Yeah, I won 13 under national.
Was y'all actually practicing then?
Yeah. Yes, we were.
Y'all had
Yeah.
team. You know, today they don't practice.
They just show up to the
Yeah, I'm about to say,
tournaments.
my squad, South Coast from Orange County, the South, you know Scott McLean?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So Scott McLean, Pat Bear, and all them. So Scott McLean had a team called South Coast. 11, 12, 13. We were practicing at Oakley facility.
How many times a week?
Like maybe 2 times a week, like Tuesdays and
So
Thursdays.
now they're building teams where they don't even have to practice.
They just show
come to
up.
the game. And I'm like, all right, cool. Where's your kid practicing at then? Oh, we have a trainer. So he has moves, he don't know how to apply it in the game. Right, so he's not having a practice where he's having structure stuff like the one thing that like people didn't really understand what Kobe was doing. Those girls practice every single day. Period. It was an AAU team, but they practiced every day. If you miss one practice, you ain't starting. You better have an excuse why you couldn't come to practice. Oh, no, they was practicing. So those girls, no matter how good they came individually, they know how to play basketball as a team, right? You can get one of those girls and they understand the structure of being on time, being disciplined, knowing the structure, practice. So you can sit there and say, all right, get in a game and you don't have to worry about, them messing up because they know how to play the game. Right, some girl, this girl might have all the moves, but she don't know how to play structured basketball.
That's crazy.
Because 99% of her game,
Maybe one.
maybe one, right before
Once
a
a
big game.
month.
Bro, man, we used to practice all the time.
It was 3, 4. You play 4D. You remember Coach Ray?
you practice
going. Like,
show up. Like that's the only way you literally learn how to translate everything that a trainer's teaching you inside of the game. So for the most part, you done practice with your AAU trainer, or just not even AAU trainer, a trainer 6 days a week, and you playing a game on the weekend and wonder why none of the shit working.
But is that more a testament to just the AAU culture nowadays? I remember we were coming up, we didn't have tournaments every single week.
It's money grab. I mean, now it's a money.
Now it's the $20
So you have to be
part.
smart enough to realize as a parent,
Can't play in every tournament.
you can't play every tournament, right? You got to put yourself in a situation where your son is getting the practice it needs. She needs to work on this skill every single day, every single week. Versus we're gonna train all, then play in a game, then oh shit, you missed all your shots. That was the first time you played. That's the first time you played. That's the first time so you playing one game a week and then wonder why it's not translating.
Do you think, because I remember obviously when you guys were younger, when I was younger, AAU was it trumped high school because it was a place where all the coaches could see you because they couldn't see you otherwise. But now with social media and everything being streamed, do you think that playing high school is going to be more important than AAU, or people are still going to just put all their eggs to AAU?
We was well, at least me and Kenya, we was there where AAU helped you, but those guys came to your high school. They talked to your high school coach.
Yeah.
Right, what is he like every day? Right, yeah, it was like.
Well, those were the top players.
But you could go to
that could potentially fall through the cracks if they don't get seen.
But you go to big time in Vegas. You could go to the pump joint out here.
it was.
I just feel like
see
there's
coaches on the wall. Dino with Pango.
High schools now that weren't available before because AAU is just a mess now.
These kids transfer too much now.
They transfer too
Yeah.
much.
The AAU program, the big time program, they have more influence.
You don't
Where
even.
these kids are going because of the shoes that they're wearing.
Yeah.
You don't even know where to find somebody. I can see a kid this weekend, and like, oh yeah, I like dude. And then I'm like, I'm gonna schedule in next week. And then come next
not
weekend,
there
he on a
no more.
whole nother team.
Right.
And you're like, where the fuck is this kid? Now you done missed him. Now you gotta go find him somewhere else. He on 2 different teams, he playing.
I mean, them shoe contracts don't really mean anything anymore. You got shoe brands signing kids at schools that they can't even wear their shoes.
But we saw the full
Currently.
spectrum, right? Because if you got one pair of shoes back in the day, that was a big deal. Then obviously Pat Barry came in, and then it was, I'm snatching the best kids and taking you over to Warehouse Marina, get whatever you want. Then you start to see that.
Yeah.
And now here we are now, where it's literally just but all the shoes, they were
Everybody
playing
gets
each other.
shoes.
You went to Vegas, it didn't matter. The Reebok team was playing Nikes versus Adidas, whoever.
Even some of these kids that's transferring from high school, the portal, coming in, and they don't realize the next level looking at y'all
Why
he's
can't
not.
y'all stay in one spot?
You done went to 3 or 4 high schools. That next level done already tagged, not committed to anything. right? You quitting on your team means you're quitting on yourself. You're quitting on your work ethic. It just labels you. It just labels you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like that's all it is. I'm not looking at someone that seems disciplined. I don't care how good you are.
You keep bouncing around.
You keep bouncing. You're not happy with something. What happens when you get here? You're not demanding the trade all the time, and your talent doesn't match your demands. I'd rather, we'll find you when you get older.
That's right.
People don't realize that.
That's
But,
right.
but we talk about both sides. Like, you talk about the high school component of it, and now it's detrimental, 'cause especially out in California. You transfer, you got to sit out to halfway through the season.
30 days.
You costing yourself a bad. You can't play till December 24th or whatever it is. But now in college, I'm watching the men's tournament, and I'm seeing kids. Oh damn, he used to be on Stanford. Now he's on North Carolina, or he.
Yeah, they all over the place.
You averaged 17 this year. You going into the portal.
Yeah, we talk about the kid.
Not the draft.
The kid from Harvard.
You're not going into the draft.
Yeah,
Like,
the
you going
kid
to the
from
portal. That
Harvard.
means you gonna sit there and take $400-500 $1 million to go into the portal when you know the NBA draft. You top 15 pick. You getting $4-5 million per year.
But you got 70 people being told they're a top 15 pick. You know what I mean? Like, first I can get this 500 to $1 million straight cash.
Hey man,
500 to $1 million is fun.
I can tell you this.
I mean, it's being real with you.
Out of man, that's a lot, man.
5 what?
I mean, for 500 to $1 million.
500 to $1 million, and you could have went to the.
Wait, he averaging what?
I'm just saying.
I mean, there's just kids.
It's just a hypothetical.
There's kids.
situation.
They were balling on their team.
And they just transferred
and
to
they're
another school.
transferring to go to another school for what? I don't think they look at the transfers when you go to a different school for the money itself, right? Mm-hmm. What's the girl from Louisville?
Hey,
She was in
Van Lith.
Van Lith.
Prime example. She, no matter what she says, she goes to LSU for that money, right? They paid her a bag to go there. How did that work out for your game? Are you the same player? Are you rated the same? Are you still top 5?
But you talk about LSU Gil being defending champ. If I'm gonna go to that squad, it's because I think I can raise a banner. I can, you know what I'm saying? It's,
You were top 5 over here. You was
I get it.
elite. You was a danger over here. You took the money and now you're just one of the girls. You're getting benched. You're not the same person. Like, where's your rating going forward? Are you going to be a draft pick? Can you come out in the draft? Like, all that matters.
no, for sure.
The window, the opportunity is small.
Like, she has to come out this year, right?
I'm honestly not sure, but I think she is. Or
Girls
at
in college
least
got to do what,
she
3
ain't-
years?
4, right?
they have to be 20. They have to be 22 or turning 22 the year of the draft.
draft.
So they can stay 3, depending on how old they are. But yeah, usually it's 4.
Like, stuff like that, you got to like that.
This is Haley's 4th season, so she could come out. Probably has that COVID year.
But
if I'm
she
not
has a
mistaken.
COVID year. But, and she graduated in 3
Why is
years.
that for women's though? Like, why do y'all have to stay so long? Like, why you can't just like?
Because
Wouldn't you think like if Juju can go now?
But it's,
I mean,
like, how-
there's not the same money
like-
waiting for us on the other side.
But it's
and the season is shorter.
It's no different than players. You know, they have the player union. You know, to keep their jobs a little bit longer, they put in rules where girls have to stay a little bit longer.
Right, but wouldn't they make more money if they can get young girls like, you know, can come in there? I'm just saying, it's a lot
the
of
environment is just not set up for it at the moment. But I think
Not yet.
that potentially that could change.
But it's also the same thing that something has to change it for it to
That's
change.
what I'm saying. So you have a
Right,
girl
but-
like Juju that can
I mean,
change
we've
it.
had a
No,
few
but-
players leave after 3.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
happened.
But,
but
what
they-
about like one and
they're
done? Like a lot of these girls that coming in
age.
can be
Yeah,
like one and done.
But it's happened. Like they've came a year earlier.
I look at it like this: the argument, you guys' argument is the educational stuff, but then doesn't realize there's a group that's doing it, but no one's factored them in. The group that comes from overseas, where they can come in at 18, when they're done playing, like someone needs to say, how long have they played? When they're done, you know, like you get to evaluate. You have a group that's coming in at that age, and they don't
But
have
what
an
do you do with the
they
players
don't have
that
an
are-
education. They don't have
But what do
college.
you do with the players that are super talented, but don't have that marketing backing, don't have that NIL backing, but they're more than capable of playing the W? What are they going to do for the next 8 months that the W's not going on?
As far as
They
a
go
girl,
overseas
as far as a female that can hoop.
Yeah.
If it's a female that can hoop, I'm sure we know.
No, what I'm saying is
Today?
What I'm saying is like all the girls that came
No,
over at
not exactly.
18 and
But they're not making all that money. Just because they're known doesn't mean that they're making all of that money for them to be able to sustain a life for 7 months when they're not in the W. You want to send an 18-year-old girl to Europe by herself?
No, I'm just talking about like before, like when you guys use the scholarship. I mean, when you guys use like your career, like they need masters and all that stuff, right? And that's usually been the argument.
Right.
What happens to like the Liz Cambridges and all those girls who don't have none of it? They're coming over at 18, 19 years old. What is their life looking like?
Well,
that's who you evaluate
There's
over.
not enough of those players
How many?
coming over.
There's not?
No.
At that age?
No.
Oh. Because that's the
A lot of them are drafting stashes, to be honest with you.
What's that?
They draft them and then they stay.
Stash 'em, yeah.
Yeah.
Like they did Rubio.
But those girls are not getting cut as fast either, are they?
Well, because
they're so young.
they don't come over. Because when they do come over, they get cut.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, no, I'm just thinking, because there's a lot of girls in the future that's really good coming up. Man.
Yeah.
But to where it's like, it could be one and done.
But that's what I'm saying, like,
Yeah, like giving them the opportunity to choose.
That's what
So they
that's
can
what I
leave.
want. I want them to have
But
the
there are
opportunity to
talented
choose.
players that aren't going to have that same NIL money coming in, and they going to leave early. Then what?
It'll help
They still going to make the rookie salary.
The NIL.
In the Juju game?
The NIL, like Juju would have left.
At SC? No, I'm saying, have you been there? Like, she's selling it out. Like,
Yeah, but
the
that's
hell?
she's selling out college. What if she was in the W?
What if she played for the Sparks?
What if she was playing for the Sparks instead?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the revenue that they're missing. What if Caitlin was after last year left and she was in the W? That revenue.
I don't think you understand. Like, there's like a very high level of like hatred for the W. I don't know. I don't think I can ever figure out where, but the players don't change from when they go from college to the W. People's opinions are different based on a college player and a W player. So it's like, yeah, Juju's selling out SC, but you drop her into crypto.
Mm-hmm.
People just disliking the W alone, they're gonna be like, I'm not going to that.
You hate women, you love kids. There's a difference. You love 18, you dislike grown women.
Yeah.
Right? In a sense, that's why I said it's like, for the W, they have to understand
They have
that
to get them younger.
you have to,
and then lock them
you have
in.
to
So yeah, I get
euthanize
that.
it. You have to euthanize
Weird,
it. The
but
youth
whatever.
is what
Conversation
builds.
for another day.
Yeah, it builds the economy versus the young. I mean, versus the old.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather pay, you know, like a shoe company. I'd rather pay $1 million, $2 million to a younger girl than an older girl.
Yeah.
Because I know the younger one is her audience is.
But it also is
18,
it's going to help
19.
the game, though. I feel like it's going to help it, though.
You have to
Just in
lose
general.
the
Like,
weight.
you got Shaq daughter coming up. She's in a McDonald's. Like, it's a lot of young girls that I've seen that's like, yo, it's going to
I'm
talent.
saying the talent
game
always
is-
been there. People are now just paying attention to it, which I appreciate, but it's always been there. The money making machines have always been.
Well, it's almost
there.
like when you give it the attention that it deserves. And I think
Yeah,
it's
you
been
can't have
set
high
for a long,
viewership
long
numbers
time.
if they ain't shit to view.
But even just shifting
why we're
back,
talking about it.
back to the men's side, you guys talk about the importance of college. Obviously, Kenyon, you coming out as #1 draft pick, spending 4 years at Cincinnati. Talking about where you were at your freshman year, where you're at your senior year. But there's so many colleges that the problem becomes like, are you getting that NBA level training at every school that you're going to? I feel like a lot of these guys now that are just jumping around, shifting around for a bag. You get, like you said, it's like that short-term bag. It sounds, but if you got somebody with no bread, and I can get 500 to $1 million, I'm gonna fucking take that risk.
Yeah, it's the NIL is for 3-year, 4-year players. If you're a dude you are supposed to be one and done, 2 max. Your focus is on the NBA, not the NIL, because once you start transferring because somebody's offering you the bag, you're gonna lose yourself just year to year. Year to year. Like there's schools where kids went to certain schools. I was like, why would you go there? That school doesn't have your game. You're about to get lost there.
Yo, do you think when you guys were coming up, right, in college, that the early 90s and 2000s, and the way it was, guys still stayed, if you guys had NIL deals, guys would still stay?
Stayed at that school?
Yeah, like, you know,
Stay
like,
in college.
because usually guys did 2 or 3 years, like, you know, Like
No.
all the,
We were straight out of high school. In mine, they was coming out of high school.
that's right. You're right. That rule. That's right.
What I'm saying, think about an NIL deal for someone like, let's say, Kevin Durant, right? How much are you going to pay him not to be the number 2 pick in the draft? That wouldn't even. That's what I'm saying. It's not for those guys. See, they use those guys to push the thing there. But Zion, how much NIL at Duke is he going to get for him to go back for a second year?
Yeah.
Right now.
Him or
They're going to give him.
RJ Barrett.
I think
They're going to give him $20 million.
But those guys know that they're already pros. But
that's what I'm saying.
I think when we talk about NIL, we have to take out these super high earning outliers to have a real legitimate conversation about NIL.
But that's who they use. They use those guys.
You guys are naming the same 4 people every time we talk about NIL when there's thousands of college athletes. So.
And that's where the NIL. But that's what I said. Some of these kids, your names are so big that you were supposed to stay put, play, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Like Rob, right?
Yeah, Rob Dillon.
He's not gonna really maximize the NIL. Like people are putting like your NIL deal to beat. That motherfucker's going to the NBA. He don't give a fuck about what's going on in Kentucky for him to be even worth.
And you still
1.1 million.
representing a university when you're doing NIL. You're still not really an adult yet.
Yeah, that's just
Rules, class.
I knew my ass wouldn't last.
what in it?
No, just in college.
No, I mean back then it's
that
different.
bad.
That's what I'm saying.
What's that? 08, 09. Luke Olsen retired.
bad,
Jared Bellis was.
man.
I wouldn't have lasted there.
Yeah. And that's just a NIL like really making money as guys who really are not thinking they're gonna go pro.
And plus,
like once they get into
like
the
the
third,
little
fourth
Oakland
year.
shooter boy do a little promo video on his Twitter for ad. Like
literally
made all
he had the
threes.
turbo tax. He had the Buffalo Wild
like,
Wings.
that
He got
was
some
so
other
dope
shit.
to see.
But that's what I said. That's who NIL is gonna. They're gonna get that. Football is a little different because they gotta stay 3 years, right? So you know that's the group.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell my son.
Yeah. Yeah. I would just invest in my
NIL,
training.
nigga.
That's why when you hear these guys like, man, if I would have played in college, man, how my NIL did. Shut up. You would already been in the NBA, dog.
Yeah.
And this is for 3-year, 4-year players who would have been there, got a name for themselves, and
Well, that's why it's doing such amazing things for the women's side. Because they stay. And they're, yeah.
Yeah, but
Like, if I'm a guy that's taking an NIL deal for 1 year, I'm doing it for my training.
like invest in my body. In college.
But
Like I'm like give me money too, but invest in like
Oh,
my
if
body,
you
my
finna
training.
leave anyway.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you know, like extra. I don't know, cause I feel like remember when they opened up the Home Depot Center in Carson. Like when I was at Dominguez, I was training there, and that was the first time they started doing cross training and everything. But someone had invested into my career, and that's how I was able to afford it to go. But it's just like stuff like that in high school, like you know, like investing, like they was investing into my future, but they was making sure I was training.
like who's the highest paid male?
College basketball player?
It's Bronny.
Probably Coach
Yeah,
Bronny.
probably Bronny.
Right, but he's coming in with that. But like, who's got the college and their NIL money just went up out of the roof? Like I know Rob has been up, but that's just projection. That's projection, but he's not going to be in college long enough to even see that projection because he's going to be a millionaire being a top 5 pick. So it ain't even.
Like in high school, like high school, like now, like if you had like a 9th, 10th grade, 11th, like I would invest in his
body,
future.
yeah.
Now.
For sure.
But it's those kids, it's parents taking their money. Huh? No, that's what I'm saying. The kids that's going to be going into the draft, they're not getting that money like that because they're going to be out of there.
Yeah. Wait, what you mean they're not getting their money? So they're signing contracts and not getting their money?
Because they don't have bank accounts.
They don't got bank accounts, so
Go
they
to
got to
the
put the
parents.
shit.
So who you think is going to?
So their parents is getting to it.
Yeah.
You got the mic?
The bread is not being delivered. Cash on demand.
Who are the highest paid NIL athletes?
So I'm looking. Livy Dune, I know from
Got
LSU, is Kim here on. They're saying Caitlin Clark, Angel
mine.
Reese, Jared McCain from Duke.
Jared
Oh,
McCain.
yeah, I like him.
Yeah, Jared McCain. Is that a projection or?
Yeah, that's the thing. Nobody.
Valuation.
See, but that's what I'm saying.
They're trying to get in people's pockets, but Bronny's getting what he's getting, but he was going to do that regardless.
Somebody like Jared, he's entering the draft most likely. He ain't gonna go to college another year.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, the outliers, you got to take them out.
Most of that is gonna be the football guys. The Manning, was it one of those in Texas somewhere?
Art man.
And he about to leave, right?
But them dudes will get a bag, dip somewhere else, get the bag, dip back. Like it's.
He didn't play at all.
Huh?
He didn't
play at all?
Yeah.
That's crazy. They have so much money over there.
Get your bread, but.
School.
So he transferred.
Yeah, see, so, yeah. Then from there, it's going to be the Colorado boys.
Shout out.
The Colorado boys.
They need to get Aura
Forgot
watches.
about them.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about them.
Travis and Shador.
Yeah.
We got Deion coming back very soon.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving and shaking. So, let's talk a little bit about the past. MJ's impact on the game cannot be overstated, despite the attempts of the younger generation to discredit the 80s and 90s era basketball. Jordan hasn't played in over 20 years, still has the hottest shoes in the game. Jalen Rose thinks about time. The league gave MJ the full retirement treatment. So Jalen Rose posted this. He said, number 23 should be retired throughout the entire NBA. Thoughts? So I got an astute panel of basketball scholars here.
Wait, why'd you say MJ?
What?
Why'd you say MJ?
Jordan.
Said number 23.
He just said number 23. He didn't say Michael Jordan. LeBron James is 23 too. 40,000. So isn't this right after he scored 40,000 points?
You know what he talking about, Gil?
I don't know.
Well, I
This
mean,
was a very big
no,
tweet
you're
that
right.
he
You're right though,
posted.
because he did say the number 23 should be retired. I mean, shit.
Wait, was there any was there any
LeBron
There was follow-ups where he said it was Jordan, but
Okay.
y'all
Okay,
everybody wanted everybody wanted everybody wanted to do everything.
Because I wrote it. I was like, oh yeah, you're right. They should retire LeBron James. I wrote it there.
Because I wrote.
I mean, come on. The dude just had 40,000 points, and then you write that. I just assume.
That's yeah.
Just be an asshole.
That you are.
Yeah. So should Jordan's number 23 be retired by the NBA or LeBron's, even for that matter, since he has scored the most points?
I mean, listen,
in the
I think we
history
should retire so we could put this nigga to bed.
Well,
So we can just move on.
We can't. But
if they retire the number 23, then that GOAT debate is over with. I think. I mean, it's been over, but
the problem is there's been another 23.
right.
That's the
You should have
problem.
already done it.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like you're trying to retire a number
Another
says
really
Jordan,
good 23.
but a dude had 23 and 40,000 points and did all
He
this.
wore another number though.
Huh?
He wore another number.
They should have did it.
2 years.
They should have did
3
it
years.
with Pat when
What?
in Miami.
6.
How many years he wore? 6?
A few.
6 years.
6 years.
so they retired number 6 league-wide for Bill Russell.
For who?
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell. 11 championship.
That's why I said it's
Doo-doo smeared on his wall by Celtics fans.
I wasn't even born, so I don't care.
a
Neither one of us was, nigga.
Nobody on this couch.
That's what I'm saying. We know. I mean, we understand what he's talking about, right? Michael Jordan. But the problem is, there's a dude who has a legacy, who's fighting to be the GOAT. They got him at 2, and he also is known for 23. So that's the problem.
So veto.
So if you're retiring it, you're basically saying, "Fuck, I'm retiring it for the both of you guys."
So what about not retiring it, but in order to wear number 23, you got to get approval?
No, they should have did it when Pat Riley when Pat Riley retired his number. When Pat Riley said it a long time ago, though.
And that's what I said. They waited too long.
They waited way too. Pat Riley said when they got it in Miami, they got his jersey in Miami.
Yeah. That hence why LeBron couldn't wear it.
Pat Riley's a stickler. Took the man's cookies and did not let him wear number 23.
And then he did the 6. Motherfucker, you can't come back and wear 6.
Yeah, too late.
Wait, Pat Riley, they got 6 up there retired?
I think Bill Russell is retired league-wide.
In every arena?
The number 6 is retired across the
No, I need to see it in the. No, I need to see Bill Russell. I need to see
So
Bill
Bill
Russell
Russell has
stuck his jersey in the rack.
LeBron came off at number 6 after they made that announcement.
So LeBron jersey can't be retired in Miami.
Oh, because it's already with
It's
the
already
rest.
tired.
It's already pre-tired.
So he can't. So Pat Riley, but you pull one of those. I can't retire you.
So Pat Riley basically said, whatever you do here, it doesn't matter. Right? So whatever you do here doesn't matter. We're just gonna use you, boom, boom, and yeah. Because Pat was so big on Michael Jordan that.
Wait, what did he do?
So LeBron changed from 23 to 6 in honor of Jordan back in 2010, and then he said, "Fuck all that, bringing it back."
No, but I mean, he went there with 6. But what I'm saying, it wasn't the honor because 23 was retired where he was going. So we don't give a fuck what you say. We know you can't put 23 on in that uniform because that man personally, that organization retired it. So you had to go to another number.
Was he 6 in LA?
He
started 6.
He started
right?
6. Yep.
And he changed to 23. I mean,
Cleveland.
I guess since
Cleveland and Lakers will get his jersey
technically
retired.
changed his number.
Huh?
Cleveland and Lakers will get his jersey retired. So all that shit he did in Miami, he won't get nothing for.
Because it's the jersey.
That's sick. Two-time MVP.
Wait, that Bill Russell
MVP,
thing
right?
happened after he
Two-time
left
Finals
Miami?
MVP.
Yes.
No, it happened after he left Miami.
Yeah,
Bill Russell thing?
Yeah, Bill Russell.
When did that
They
happen?
retired
the last
6
few
in
years.
Miami.
Huh?
They retired LeBron James' number in
So they're
Miami.
gonna just have 2 6 up there?
I think his number is not hanging up in the rafters, just nobody can wear it.
Oh, nobody can wear it now.
Yeah.
Who, Bill
So
Russell?
it's not. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because KJ had 6 when they announced it. If KJ would have went somewhere and they wanted 6 again, he could get it because he was grandfathered in when they made the rule.
Okay, so if you had the 6 already.
You had 6 when they made the rule,
So
you could
Bron
continue
will
to
be
wear it.
having a
Oscar
banner.
Roberts.
in
Bill
mind.
Russell passed away in July
Nah, Oscar
2022, so I think it was in the aftermath of that. The league
baseball
recognized.
Got it.
Like, it's throughout the league, but it's not hanging up like
So it's okay.
So like Jackie
Just nobody can.
baseball.
Yeah, like
So just-
42.
Okay.
Got it.
It's like 42 in baseball.
Yeah.
And Bron was 23 in LA, switched to 6, then switched back to 23.
So we were 6'1".
Jersey sales.
He should change his number. He should change his number and then
Just a whack number.
yeah, just have like a weird
A
number.
random ugly
Yeah.
number. Like 00.
Motherfuckers had rules where you had to wait a couple years, didn't it? When it
Yeah, they had that back. You had to wait. You had to put like if you wanted to switch your jersey like in the summer. So if I said, all right, I want to be this number,
next
You
year.
have to tell him.
you had to tell them.
I think he did it for AD, because AD was also 23, if I'm not mistaken. But AD just said, I'm going to ride out with.
So they can't. So basically, they can't retire 23 because of.
They
I mean, they
They
can.
can, how they did Bill Russell.
They can do whatever they want.
I mean, they can retire it,
Just like kind of
but
random.
I mean,
just be like, all right.
there's gonna be some assholes like me that says that's LeBron number 23. That ain't Jordan's 23.
It depends on what color jersey.
That's LeBron's 23. That ain't.
Depends on what color jersey.
And how old you are.
It's like both of ours.
A whole bunch of kids who gonna think Bron over MJ.
Yeah, that's just like the Melo and LaMelo thing. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, Melo is LaMelo now. It ain't the regular Melo no more.
He had to come off his
man,
name.
you say Melo, they like, I'm like, Melo. You know what Melo I'm talking about?
Like, nah.
No,
They like, nah.
It's
Light skin.
Love Melo.
love Melo.
Is the Melo now.
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
Boy, that look like butter.
Come up off your name.
This has been just a
Denver and his name. That's horrible.
I mean, just to think about it though, like you can't publicly say you retiring this person's jersey when there's another one who wore it, and it put up numbers too. It's like,
Yeah, not
And that got a whole generation for 20 years.
yeah.
For 20
yeah,
some
it's
years.
too late.
For
Too late,
21
Brian.
years.
21 years. This generation knows this dude.
That's
For
23.
21 years.
Right now and counting.
Yep.
Even though he played in a whole nother number, it's 23.
That's 20.
And still active and still playing at, but he about
at a high
to leave
level.
at a high level though. Still making the playoffs at 40. Almost 40. Like
Still willing his team to greatness, saying, I won't play again.
40,000 in the Laker
I'll
uniform
let
helped.
y'all
Get the
have
confidence
it.
you need.
40,000 in the Laker uniform, that helped.
Yeah, that's.
That image just alone though.
I just want to see if they do it. This is, how they gonna get it off?
Yeah, how they gonna frame
Because
it
Bron
to
should
make
feel
it
away.
make
How they
sense?
gonna? It's like how they frame it.
To make it make sense, just to randomly be like, okay, we're gonna.
It'd be smart if it like for these two players we're gonna.
I'm rolling.
You just can't make it a Michael Jordan thing. That's just gonna be hard.
They gonna burn that shit down, Brian.
Just like with LeBron and Michael Jordan at the 1 and 2. You don't say who's 1 and 2. Just like at the 1 and 2 best players ever. The only person that's gonna be mad is McCants. It's just, 1 and 2.
Yeah, Rashad will be here tomorrow.
We're just gonna retire this number. you know, for these
Y'all
two players.
can do
can't
what
wear
you
no
want
more.
with this information.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving on to Mostly Fans, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Download the app. Use promo code GILD. That will give you a $100 first-time deposit match and a free pick'em as a thank you for joining the Underdog Fantasy movement.
They could retire. It's not like nobody wear that number anyway. Nobody.
Everybody
23 ain't like that. Yeah, 23 ain't like that.
23.
Say that again.
Everybody wears zero.
Yeah.
23 should be a number like, all right now. Like,
Yeah, there used to be.
You got to get permission. I'm just saying.
yeah, but you still
I know
should
who else
get. To
is
wear
number
23,
23 in
it's
the
like,
league?
you know, it's like somebody
Nobody
walking in
else,
with
right?
23. It's like,
I feel like once Bron retires, you can.
It's like 24. When you see 24, you're like, you better be him. Or 30. You better be able to shoot like that.
You got to
like
ask
Nebraska,
for permission.
The China, Nebraska.
Yeah, you better, like, there's
Japanese
just certain
Steph Curry.
numbers you just better
Japanese,
be.
my bad. He's Japanese.
Like, girls
Japanese.
22?
Yeah.
You 22, you better shoot like that.
Facts.
Cheryl Sue should have the ability to veto any number 22. No.
Or Caitlin Clark is what number?
22.
22. Yeah, she 22 too. Yeah.
Certain numbers is like, you know, like,
that's
yeah,
certain
you come in there with that number 3, you better be, all right, you better be like AI.
Yeah.
Or it's,
Right. You
like,
can't
you know,
be
you
big
better
and
have
slow
swag or
with number
something.
3.
You can't just wear 3. Like, you gotta have swag to wear 3. You gotta have tats.
just certain-
You
there's
gotta
just
be
certain
short,
Certain
tats,
numbers gotta
braids.
You gotta match the game.
up.
You gotta match the
You gotta
game.
smoke. You gotta be all
you gotta
jail.
smoke. You gotta
do all
hit the
type-
blood.
You gotta be baby mama. You gotta just be wild.
You
to
don't
wear
smoke
3.
though.
Yeah, there's a few numbers that have like a persona attached to it.
No, for sure.
Because when you see him in the gym, you're like, oh, he must be not. And then you look at layup lines like,
Shit like 21 in football, Dion. Like, you gotta be prime time.
Yeah.
21 is.
Like 23 was like, if you had it in structure, like he had to be good. If it was at the park, you knew he was trash. Right? You see some dude with the Jordan outfit on, you're like,
Oh, he sucks.
Coming to the park. Coming to the park with the Jordan.
Jordan, coming to the park with the Jordan, you knew
That's
he was
insane.
You
That
get
is
picked
some
last.
nasty hoop, bro.
You getting picked last, dog.
Some nasty hoop.
never a dull
You got
moment.
them wristband, headband, sock up
Knee
here.
pad.
Yeah, you start looking at the
knee
shoes,
brace.
so he got the new
You got-
Jordans on, he's
Brand
trash.
new, right out the
So
box.
you got the
at
knee
park.
sleeve folded down just like Mike and all that. Like,
Bro,
we
looking
picking you
nasty.
last.
Headband.
Look at that.
We picking you last, bro.
Dead giveaway.
Like,
That shit did go viral with the Jordan dude. The Jordan dude that was at
Like
the
somebody
24
got
hour.
on Reeboks and they worn out jean shorts. Oh, this nigga nice. He nice. I got dude over here. I got dude.
Hey, you get the psychos with the
You
ankle weights
said
on.
jean short.
You got jean short, he got jean shorts. Like, yeah, dude can ball right here.
That nigga got on the low jack on his ankle.
Yeah.
The low jack on the ankle.
It's going around.
Yo.
It's going around.
We fell for it before the Jordan. Like, yeah, I got MJ. It could be out there just like, oh, he's trash.
Well, let's keep moving with Mostly Fans. Our first question from Underdog user Yankee Next Door. What was the last TV series you binged? Last TV series that you binged?
You benched?
Binge watched.
TV series?
Do documentaries count?
We will.
You been watching them killers?
No, I watched the Nickelodeon one.
Ooh.
Yep, just saw that one too.
Nasty work, but
Which one?
Feet Boy.
Quiet on
Quiet on Set?
Yeah,
Oh.
I just watched that.
Fuck it. There's a lot of shit going
It
on
was
back
very,
in those days that we were
very
not
sad
really picking up
and
on.
disgusting.
Pickle Boy, what was it? Nick?
Yeah, it was just they was just playing in our faces, Nickelodeon.
Pickle Boy!
The shit that we let slide. Well, I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like
All that was
nastiness
probably
going on
television,
those
though.
sets.
I mean,
Nickelodeon.
since it's a hot topic, the Diddy shit gonna be, the Diddy documentary gonna be crazy.
Surviving the Dizzle.
No, I'm just,
Surviving the
but just the
Dizzler.
documentary of everything, like just,
Thinking about, just the thought about it?
like just come on, it has to come. Everything, like everybody shit comes
That's gonna
out.
be
Like,
some
come on, they did the
years.
R. Kelly
Some
Survivor. Like they
years.
did all these, like, this is gonna be interesting just to see what people have to say.
So like you said, Quiet on Set, Gil. What's the last TV show you binged?
The last TV show I binge. I'm watching Shogun right now. But it ain't
On Netflix,
binge.
right?
Yeah. But Jamie Foxx show.
Ah. With the classics.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx.
I'm waiting on
That's it. Jamie Foxx. I'm watching Jamie Foxx.
Ken, what was the last TV series you binged?
I just finished The Gentleman on Netflix, but
Ooh, good show.
knocked that right out. I'm on the last season of Blacklist.
Awesome, good show.
You like, yeah,
I just started
Raymond,
watching Suits.
Good
Good
show.
show.
What about baddies?
Who?
No?
Bad girls?
All right, my bad.
Bad girls?
My bad. Natalie, none of them? Y'all don't fuck with the baddies? All right,
No, no. I thought you were talking about the regular show. The
They
bad,
I don't
the bad-
necessarily support the
Is that considered a is that considered a TV show?
It is a
Reality
TV.
show.
It is
All right, my bad. I
serious.
thought it was
It is
something
reality.
It
different.
is
What is it?
serialized television. I'm just saying, like,
hey, I'm just saying.
I didn't look at those like series. It's just like that's
it shows you
reality
can watch.
TV.
Oh, I've never
Trash.
watched such.
Yeah, that's reality TV.
Y'all ain't surprised.
Love is
Hey,
blind.
Oh, I do
Don't watch
love
that smut.
Love is Blind.
Just saying, like, what y'all be?
Love is Blind.
I can't get them brain cells back. so
Those don't be real, dog.
But it be.
I don't be
it's
liking
all-
it like.
Which
I know.
one? Bad
Like
Girls
love
or
is blind. Like Love is blind. Like y'all gotta be real. Like you come out there and she ugly. Oh hell no. And walk
First of
back.
all, how you fall in love with somebody you don't see?
Hell no.
Over a conversation. I don't even see you.
They
Now I'm
don't-
supposed to
they
get
don't be
engaged to
asking
you?
the right questions.
What the hell? No.
They don't be asking
No.
the right questions.
Ain't got enough.
Phone pimping wasn't
Ain't nobody
happening
asks
back in
about
the 90s.
God. They just, oh, I miss you.
I
Get the
love
hell out of here,
you
this room.
After 20 minutes.
What's your measurements? Like I
Yeah,
you gotta
not
start.
allowed to ask those questions.
Why not?
You can't ask those questions.
I can ask.
You can't
You
ask about your. You can't ask about
So how many
appearance
sex
or
videos you
anything.
got out? What the
Hence
hell?
the name Love is Blind.
The hell? How many tapes you got?
Love is
Like,
blind.
Blind.
Over 30.
You don't see them.
Yeah, I don't see him, but I can ask.
No, you can't.
Man, I'm
That
asking all
defeats.
types
Well,
of
I mean,
questions.
Hey, how
you
many
can
bodies
ask.
you got?
Yeah, what is
how
your
many
body
bodies?
called?
What's your body count?
How many sex videos you got? You over 30, so I know you on camera.
Yeah, right.
Actually,
you know.
a lot of them are under 30.
Yeah, most, they're
A lot of them are
If you're
under
over 30,
30.
you don't have to be a.
If you dating a girl over, come on.
If you're 25
bro.
on Love is Blind.
You got somebody's. Come on. I mean, it just is what it is, though. Just saying, just is what it is.
Love is blind. Love is
How
not
many
blind.
pieces of content
Sorry.
do you have circulating around?
Right.
Not blind.
I know Love is blind. As soon as I see him, like, you know, I'm like, oh my God, I mean, nah, nope, stay there. Relax. Producers, what is this? what is this? I'm going on back here.
Okay, you could ask her though, but what if she just lies?
When I see you, I'm
I
going.
know what I'm saying, but you
when
like
I
defeats
see,
the purpose though. Like you could ask, you can't see her, so you could ask her any question.
like
you want.
I've
She
never
can
seen
lie
no
to you.
drama come out of it. Like, no.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no.
Yo, you just
Yes.
see a dude who went all the way to the altar and was like, did everything, told her everything I love, and then he was
And
like,
said
would you
no.
take me? He was like, no.
No thanks.
After all that.
Oh, the black dude.
Yeah,
the black
Klay.
But he noticed that when he first seen
But why
her.
he, that's what I'm saying. Why he ain't say no then?
No, because she checked off all
Had
his
to build the
boxes.
drama.
Because he asked her about her appearance and she didn't answer him. But he's like, I like chocolate, petite, big booty. She was all those things.
Yeah, and then when I seen the face.
Right?
I'm out.
He got to put a bag over her face.
I'm out.
She was,
I'm out.
she was not.
That's
she did not
You got-
look
I'm
that
sorry.
bad.
Like, if
She didn't look that
It would
bad.
have lasted if you put that brown paper bag over her face.
she didn't look that bad
No.
with all the filters and the makeup. Now what happens when you see her when you wake up? Like, oh shit, ooh. Nigga, you done scared me. You get to talk to her different. What's up, my nigga?
All I know is he did not have to wait for their wedding day to say, I'm
That's
good.
what I'm saying. He
That's
should have
what-
said
that's
it
what
when
the
they
producers
first saw each
demanded,
other.
so you would keep
That's why I
watching.
say he's a coward. He
For
should have said it
ratings.
right when he saw her.
No, he had to hit it
But
first.
they let everybody, everyone
She turned-
else tapped out early except for him.
She turned around and he like, ooh, okay, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you see the
I knew he was gonna say no when she walked up to the altar and he said, okay, body. No. Okay, body.
Yeah, that's all he named.
That's all he
That's what I'm saying. That's when I knew he was, oh, this
Yeah.
he's gonna say no.
He hit it in the dark.
He said,
Yeah, of
the light,
course,
the
no
light
way.
was just on the ass and nothing on the front.
he said, okay, body.
I would love
I
to
would have
participate in
busted
this
you.
conversation.
That's all right.
You ain't seen it yet?
Okay, I think it's better if we just.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, when you
Stay away, stay away from this stuff.
It's
Kenya.
very
Kenya,
entertaining.
stay away from that type of stuff.
It's very entertaining.
Yeah, you start seeing stuff like that, you're gonna be like, this is
Yeah,
crazy.
it is entertainment though.
It's very entertaining.
No, thank you.
The baddies though, they be out there. Them girls be out there. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm intrigued with the 900 pounds, my 600-pound life.
I love that show.
No, I can't.
I'd rather play spades.
It's sad.
No.
It's sad. But the part that intrigues me is the like psychological part behind of why people gain all that weight. It's very sad.
Those donuts are delicious.
That's what I like. I mean, I don't like it, but it's just very
everything in
interesting.
their life is off balance.
It's very interesting.
It's comedy to me.
It's called a scale.
And let's Before we get booted off the air.
It's not comedy to me.
That motherfucker's booted off YouTube.
It's comedy. You're just watching them. They got to wheel them into the van and wheel them out of the van.
The one dude was,
fall.
Hey, the one dude was just as big as his sister. Was like, damn, when she got on the stair. He was like, damn. Like, nigga, you just as big.
Like, it's like I was like, yo, y'all didn't see when she got in the van, the whole truck went down. And then they got this little ass, what is it called?
The
walker?
Yeah, the walker.
Like, that's 6,000 pounds. She done dropped that, and you got this little ass walker with these little ass wheels, and it's supposed to work. I just be looking at shit like, this is crazy. Unless it's made out of Titanic or the Wolverine claws.
This nigga said Titanic or
and they stole it in there like Big Mama.
Titanium, like Dr. Xavier X wheelchair, because ain't no way these two wheels about to hold this lady up, knowing damn well
the whole car off.
The whole car off.
We got to get the right tire fixed every week.
One of the car done broke down. Like, I don't know why we went in here and this was gonna happen. Like, we knew this was gonna happen. Like,
yeah, they be setting them up.
See, that's my wicked sense of humor. The way
that's what I said. I be sitting there just.
No, they are setting them up though, but they make them. I mean, they getting paid.
Like I saw when
they are
he
getting
was
paid,
on a golf cart. He
tilted over. See, yeah, see.
Do they want to?
See, next to trying not to laugh. See, that's fucking hilarious.
That's the shit that be making me laugh.
A little bump, like, oops.
One lady.
The only reason why,
See, I'm gonna be wishing he fall out,
particular moment was funny because he was so mean to everybody trying to help him. He fell off that golf cart, and everyone was like, "Look at you."
Now they got a crane. Now they got a crane.
I'm gonna be wishing he fall. See, so
that's it. Just to see how long the delay is.
That's an insane show. It's a very
that show, and then the ones that people be having all that shit in their house.
Oh, hoarders.
Oh my God, that is some of the crazy. That's some of the most mental.
Crazy.
Like that's mental.
Yeah.
Like that.
Some people like to collect things, Brandon. Some people like to collect.
I get
that is a crazy show. Too.
Like I got Aura watches at the crib. I got I'm not throwing those boxes away.
Like, but this just shows that like you can't cancel me because this is a show. That means a producer produced it, and just because I laugh at it, don't get mad at me. It's just
I'm laughing. It's on TV. Shit.
Oh, it's comedy.
TLC, all that shit. Popping pimples.
My Strange
I'm not even. I was gonna ask a question.
No, there's another one. It's
My Strange Addiction is also.
Have you shit?
I can't watch that show.
Which one?
Pimple Popper.
That shit crazy.
Hell no.
Love on the Spectrum. Ever seen that one?
Yeah, with some. Moving on.
That's on Netflix.
Our next question.
It's on Netflix.
I'm about to go watch
Love on the
That
Spectrum.
doesn't make it okay. That doesn't make it okay.
It's on Netflix. Cancel Netflix.
Not me.
It's a beautiful show.
They gonna put our show on Netflix.
That show is beautifully shot.
Which one?
Underdog Fantasy earmuffs.
It's pretty. It's a pretty show.
It's a pretty show.
It's like visually appealing.
Our
I like watching it. It was very sweet.
Next question from Underdog user Knicks fan 80.
Pretty show.
It was pretty.
They got all the good colors and everything.
Our next question from Underdog user Knicks
It was
fan
pretty.
80.
Okay.
If previous eras were allowed to shoot threes like today, who would have benefited the most in the 80s and 90s?
Pete Maravich.
If previous eras were allowed to shoot threes like today, who would have benefited the most in the 80s and the 90s?
John Paxton.
Damn, man. Why y'all?
Bird.
Fucking Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
Manute Ball.
That's about it.
I don't know.
I mean, he didn't even play like that. Like Craig Hodges, like guys who actually played
Mark Price
and shot threes.
Mark Price.
B.J. Armstrong, Tony Kukoc,
Dale
Ellis, Curry,
Del Curry,
Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller for sure.
Reggie Miller for sure. Fuck Reggie Miller.
I threw Manute Ball in there. He used to have a wetter.
Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller,
or
yeah.
Larry Bird.
Yeah, Reggie Miller, Larry Bird.
Reggie
Guys
Miller
who
for sure.
shot threes and yeah.
So pretty
Chris
much.
Mullin.
Ooh, Chris Jackson.
Chris Jackson. Hey,
Mahmoud.
that Indiana team where they had Reggie and Mullin, both of them just chucking Run TMC. Ooh.
But Chris Jackson would have been killing them.
Yeah, y'all remember when Run DMC showed up to the playoff game and got in the huddle with them before? I'm older than y'all.
What a time.
The Run TMC era.
Run TMC,
Are we missing anybody?
No.
I would have hated to see. Yeah, I would have hated to see that Phoenix Suns that shot a lot of threes in our
Maybe
era.
Isaiah Thomas? You said 80s and 90s?
He didn't shoot threes.
Let it be known.
Would have. With the way he...
I remember even though back then, remember that line was a little bit further.
Oh, it's further?
It was 24 feet.
Well,
Yeah.
Another, long range game. Another
Yeah, we're
exhilaration
game them
day.
shoot for him now. That was the normal 3-point line.
I don't know why it was so bad.
Yeah.
Another exhilarating day in Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy. Appreciate the whole crew pulling up. We had a full house today.
But that's why Jordan made 5 threes in that 3-pointer. Is further. It was a lot further. I mean, that's not bad. I'm just saying, like when people are like, oh, this is the worst 3-point, and I'm like, technically that don't count.
Well, you defend. Okay, good job.
It don't count.
What about Ray Allen?
Ray.
90s.
Walter Ray.
He makes it.
For sure. Well, we appreciate all y'all pulling up, everybody in the chat. We got the best chat in the game. Shout out to Underdog Fantasy, as always, for keeping the lights on. Again, this has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoa, 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 whoa. We will be back tomorrow. See y'all Thursday.